All right. Now, these are the files you would have received on that email which you have sent it across the other day. All right. And I request you not to open any file from that zip attachment. Just download that zip attachment as it is and go for right click upon that and go for extract all. So you'll be finding these are the files over there embedded or stored in that particular folder. If you have done it, well and good. If you have not done it, please do it now and leave a confirmation message in the chat box. Right now, training is of 16 hours program, but why I have shared so many files? The reason I'll tell you. But before that, some ground rules. Since it is a virtual training, as I told you, it's not just like one end I'll keep sharing the things on my screen and you have to keep watching. So it is the both end communications should be happening. If you have any doubts, queries, feel free to ask, unmute yourself and speak about the queries. I'll be responding with your answers. But remember, all the time, ensure that your mic is on mute so that it should not distract or disturb in our meeting room. All right. If you believe any point of time our audio exchange is not enough, you need still my presence on your screen. We do have a screen sharing option over there. And when you are going to share your screen, I would request you just share your entire desktop or entire screen. Don't just share your window, a particular window. Don't share that. Share your entire screen, because if you share a particular window, then the dialog box launchers will be missing and I will not be in a state to help you out properly. So this is the reason why when you are sharing your screen, please mind that you are sharing your entire screen. All right. And yes, your continuous engagement is necessary. Whatever the calls or anything or emails, something, please refrain using the same, because all the topics are interlinked. And if you miss one topic, no doubt you'll be getting the recording at the end of the day, but the connectivity will be lost. So I just would like to request you one thing. Please stay focused and try to connect with your real-time data, what you do. Though I would be taking a data of HR related, but your job role or responsibility with regard to sales or marketing or finance or anything, but the technique remains the same. So only thing is you have to utilize the tool or formula and functions at your workplace. So try to connect in such a way so that it will be easy to register. So seeing the case studies, looking at the problem statement, looking at the ask, how to deal with the same. So that flow in the back end of your mind, there should be a parallel running system should be there. And when you go for our topics today, whatever we are going to discuss, immediately at the end of the training program, take a break and go for immediate practice. Because in training, everything seems to be like a fairy tale. Okay. But unless and until you practice, you cannot register the things in the mind. Okay. So practice is very, very essential. That is the only mantra to learn Excel easily. But it is not a difficult task. But people, what they do, they just think, okay, I have learned everything and I can utilize. So that leads to a overconfidence and they lose all these things. So since you're investing your time, money, so make use of that properly and practice it well. Okay. So now coming to the files, why there are so many files. So I'll tell you one thing, people. I'm not only going to teach you the Excel features, formulas, functions over here. I'm also going to give you some helping hand in terms of the solutions for those problems, what you're going to face or what you might be facing already in while working in Excel. So what kind of problem we face in Excel? Mostly what it happens, the primary problem is while working in Excel is the file space management or file size management. You would have also noticed, suppose say you have opened a new Excel file, you start incorporating your data on daily basis. One fine morning, what happens? The entire file size, if you look at, it becomes huge. And when you try to open the same in the meeting, it takes also a lot of time to open and process the formulas. So what happens? You are keeping your audience waiting. So people get frustrated. Sometimes they pass some kind of adverse remarks also. What they say, Prabhas, why don't you do something with the file? It always takes a lot of time to open it, and you are killing our time. So we know these are the problems with the file, but we have no other choice. And we don't want to take any kind of risk also because we believe if we do some R&D, there might be a chance of data loss. So having in this status over there, what happens? It kills our productivity. Our speed is getting degraded. So what is the choice we have? What kind of solution we can get it from you, Prabhas? If you ask me a question, I have already shared a Word document naming called 8 ways to reduce your Excel file size. Just watch my screen. So this Word document, it is very precisely designed by us people, and the screenshots and stepwise instructions is very well defined. So any point of time you want to go through this, it is very easy to go through. So I'll take you through a sample case. Just see. We had a file of 14.6 MB space, very huge data. Without deleting a single content, without removing any of the data, I just able to reduce my Excel file size by another 28% by opting this method. So it's a great achievement. So like this, there are 8 different ways we have prescribed. So on your idle time, go through this entire document. Though you may not remember the whole step, but you have a solution with you right now. So who knows, tomorrow any of your teammates also may be in such kind of support they may be need from you. So you can be a helping hand to them in reducing the file size. So this is just to give a helping hand. Now, there's one more file, people, you can notice naming called keyboard shortcuts. So keyboard shortcuts is very, very essential in this today's world. The reason is in today's world, time is money. So if you want to save your time or turn around time, people, you have to train yourself by using keyboard shortcuts. Because the more the mouse uses you do, the more the time you are going to spend. And this is not going to leave a better impressions in the audience mind as well. And overnight, nothing is possible. As I told you, you have to make a point that at least you should learn 2 keyboard shortcuts in a day, and you should keep using the same in your routine activities. And trust me, within 30 days, you can see the significant growth in your working place. That is going to help you definitely. I can give you that assurance. So dedicatively, you have to give your time or spend your time for learning this. Okay. And very precise, not only about Excel, but also MS Word, MS PowerPoint, MS Outlook. What are the office applications we use the most in our routine activities? All the keyboard shortcuts are listed over here. So you'll never find such a crispy list anywhere in the internet also. Trust me. You'll be always getting a boring booklet or a huge list, which will never be amusing or you'll not be having the curiosity to learn. So make use of this inventory and try to learn the keyboard shortcuts as much as possible. Now, one more file I have shared with you, naming called Learn Excel Free. So you can notice there are 10 website names I have prescribed over here. Now, what's the point? What's the reason I'm sharing all these websites? There are so many sites in the web world, but why only these 10? Am I promoting any of the brands in my platform? No. Or am I the brand ambassador in your websites? No, not at all. The reason why I'm prescribing all these websites because I have done a lot of R&D in our the sites or the authors' books and all, and I found that these 10 websites is more helpful. And why I'm sharing all these things are the reason is as I told you, Excel is such a subject. In fact, 6 months training is also not enough to complete the subject. So we have a maximum window time of 16 hours. Now, suppose say you have learned everything in 16 hours, you started using the same, you got a good grip and hold up on that, but still you want to enhance your skill to the further level. Where to go? So instead of going to someone's YouTube channel and later getting frustrated and wasting your time, I would suggest go to all these websites. So you'll be getting a lot of handy content, industry-based case studies. You can connect with your one workplace data easily. And the beauty is the entire thing is complimentary. You don't need to pay a single penny for that, but only thing is you have to invest your time. And the other beauty of these websites is they're having own forums over there where you can ask your questions and the experts they will be providing the answer to you. And other benefit of using these websites is people, these of the websites owners or the authors, they keep upgrading the content whenever Microsoft comes up with some new updates over there. So that's the reason why Whenever you get time, go to all these websites and enhance your Excel skills. Now, one more file I have shared with you, naming called Office Repair. So when you go to the notepad, you will be finding two website links over there. Now you must be thinking, Prabhas, why are you sharing the website links to with us? Okay, I'll tell you the reason. I'll tell you in a scenario format. Suppose say you have created a beautiful report, MIS report, and last month you have presented the same to your audience, to your management, to your stakeholders, whoever, XYZ, and all were happy watching your homework there. And in fact, your immediate boss also, he has appreciated your work and he has stated that, Prabhas, just keep this file under safe custody. You have done a great homework. Next time, when you are going to present in the meeting, we'll be giving more add-on to the data and we'll be presenting it effectively. Well, so now tomorrow we have a meeting. Suppose I have opened the same file today. Now what is happening? It shows some kind of error. Excel is not responding. Excel stopped working. Excel is restarted. Or even if it opens also, it soon shows something kind of a scrambled language or alien language in such a way the data is not in a readable format. So what is the choice we have? How to get our data back? Or if you tell the same scenario, convey the situation to your boss, do you think that he will be very happy? What he'll say? He will listen your whole story and he will be giving some bitter remarks, stating that, Prabhas, how can you be so irresponsible? How can you be so careless? I told you last time itself how important this file was, but at last minute, 11th hour, you are coming and telling me the file is not in a readable state. I don't want to hear anything. Just do whatever it takes. But by EOD today, I want that report to reach to my inbox. So this is how people react. Do you all agree? Some or the other you would have faced this kind of situation. If you're not faced, I would say you are the lucky one. But this is what the fact in the corporate world. So now, what is the choice we have? Nothing except depending upon the IT department. Now, if you approach to your IT department, what they say, Prabhas, give me 24 to 48 hours, but I'm not sure. I'll try my best to retrieve your data. Tomorrow I have a meeting. After 48 hours, he is going to come back to me, but there is no guarantee also I would be receiving my data back. So what's the point? So instead of wasting your time in that sector, people, what I suggest is don't be panic. Just take one of the link, copy that, go to your web browser, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Microsoft Edge, paste that link, and you will be finding it will take you to a tool over here, a website naming called Stellar. And here there is a tool you have to download, you have to install. You don't need to have some kind of tech savvy knowledge over here for operation. You can simply take that Excel file which is being corrupted over here by opening the tool, and you have to connect that. And finally, you have to click the repair button. And once you click the repair button, trust me, it will take its own time, and 95% data can be recovered out of that Excel file. Now you must be thinking, Prabhas, why did you reserve as a 5% data loss? Yes, there will be a data loss. What type of data? Ideally, people what prefer to do, they just create some kind of engineering diagrams, organizations chart, work breakdown structure, process flow diagram. So those cases, there will be a chance of data loss. But if you have created some kind of table or some kind of charts, graphs, formula, or function driven results, you can get it as it is. And that's the beauty of this tool, and entire thing is complementary. You don't need to pay a single penny for that. But yes, there is a limitation. You can get complimentary service only up to 5 MB of Excel file size. If your Excel file size increases or more than 5 MB, then you have to purchase the license of the tool, because we know there is nothing such called as free lunch in this world. You have to pay for everything, isn't it? And these guys also, they have to win their bread and butter out of this. So that's why you have to purchase this tool by paying some nominal amount. But why I'm only recommending this? There are so many sites like this, 1,000 sites might be there. The reason is, personally, I have used this tool and successfully I have retrieved my data. So that's why I thought it could be giving a helping hand to the people. And whenever they face any old file, they want to retrieve the data, they can always take the help of this tool. So that's the reason why these are the helping hands, people. I have given it to you. Okay. So whenever there is a need, make use of this inventory and be a helping hand to the other teammates or your colleagues. Okay. Now, rest of the files, what is that exactly we have? We have understood the various industries or sector, we have already delivered many more corporate trainings and we have understood their more painful areas. And we have extracted some data, something from finance, accounts, production, planning, HR, or logistics, commercial, stores, and safety. And combiningly, we have created some case studies. So taking some real-time data and those case studies we are going to discuss one by one. So I'll be taking you through the same and we'll be looking at the scenario and we'll be finding out what would be the best solution in those cases. And our sole objective would be only for four aspects. One, how to save our turnaround time, how to increase our productivity or efficiency, how to avoid the duplication of work, and how to reduce the human errors. So this will be our sole agenda in this entire 16 hours of journey. So I believe you got a clarity all about these files, why and how this is going to help you and what we're going to do there. All clear? All right. Now, just to give you a declaration, language is not a bar. Whatever you ask, it should be reaching to me. Whatever I express, it should be reaching to you. So please be comfortable asking your questions Hindi or English as well. I'm well versed with that. I'm weak in Marathi, sorry, so don't expect that. So whatever the things, though it is a silly or sensible, don't make such kind of classification or opinion. Whatever the doubt, feel free to ask. Then only you can extract more from me. Else my job would be very easy. I will be just stick to my agenda and it's of no use, I say. So I don't prefer the same. So I am expecting many more questions from you. And luckily, what happened last minute today, there were so many dropouts, and we have only three people. So you got good opportunity, good amount of time, can ask your queries also. Okay, so make use of that. Now, coming back to our file. So go to the file name people called corporate case studies. एक देखो file है Excel file corporate case studies. उसको open करो. So Snehal, able to hear me? Yes, no? Okay, great. Sure. So you'll be landing up with the cover page, people. Okay, so don't drop any message in the chat box. I'm working with the full screen. You can directly unmute and speak. Now click on the next button. This is the next button over here. Click on that. It will take you to the sheet called Business Maths. Okay. Now, the first thing first, being a Excel user, we must know which version of Microsoft Excel is installed in our system or which version of Microsoft Excel I am working with. We need to know that first. And that is very, very essential. क्यों मैं बताऊंगा देखो, but पता कैसे चलेगा? How to explore that we are having this version. See, in that Excel file, people, you need to go to the file menu, okay? And there you have an option in the bottom called account. So when you just click this account option, you will be finding in your right side towards your right over here, which version of Microsoft Excel it is installed. For me, it is Microsoft 365. Similarly, you just check it out on your system and do let me know which version is installed. It is 2016, 2019, or 2021, or 2013, or 2010, exactly what it is. Check it out and let me know.
Prabhas, mine is Microsoft Office Professional Plus 2016 and it requires activation code. Like I don't use this laptop, but
Mhm.
like I have that the 1 year was free when I purchased this laptop.
Okay, activation code means you have to purchase that 2016 code, but don't purchase 2016. You should go for nowadays the requirement is huge from the other side, and if you are using this, I would suggest go for Office 365 because Office 365 is the only versions people where you will get the regular updates, many more templates, many more formula, AI tools, everything in Office 365, which you will not get in the any other versions of Microsoft Office. So how about your status, रविंद्र? आपके सिस्टम में कौन सा वर्जन है?
Yeah, for me it's Microsoft 365.
365. Very good. Then Sneho.
It's Microsoft 365.
Very good. चलो 365 है, बहुत बढ़िया है आपके पास। और हमारे दोस्त सुप्रिया जी के पास सिर्फ है 2016। तो सुप्रिया जी, जब मैं आपको यहाँ पे स्क्रीन में कुछ दिखाऊंगा, अगर ऑप्शंस और फीचर्स मिसिंग है तो डोंट बी पैनिक, दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ द वर्जन्स डिफरेंस। Okay,
Okay.
so when you upgrade your system to the next level like Office 365, you'll be getting all those flavors. All right,
Mhm.
fine. Now coming back to our data, people, देखो, so in business maths, if you find, let me take you through the data what we have with us. तो पहला सवाल है product of values. Now suppose there's somebody from a different department, he came to me and asked that Prabhas, I need to purchase three products, ABC, XYZ, कोई भी ले लो। कितना क्वांटिटी चाहिए? A of 1000, B of 12, C of 20। कितना क्वांटिटी चाहिए पता चल गया। Now when I inquired with the vendor, vendor has given the rates, A of 1 rupee each, B of 20 rupees each, C of 10 rupees each. Now I have taken off this matter to my finance department और मैंने उनको पूछा कि मुझे एक चेक चाहिए in favor of XYZ Limited so that I can start procuring the material. My finance team asked a question in return कि प्रभास आपको कितने का चेक चाहिए? So I need to answer that. To answer them, what we do exactly, कुछ करो मत, बस मेरे स्क्रीन के ऊपर देखो। What we do, हम पहले एक कॉलम बनाते हैं and we go for a formula equal to quantity multiply by rate per unit, and then we get a total, and then we realize that we need to collect a check of 1440 rupees from finance department. Do you all agree with that? जो हम कर रहे हैं वही करते हैं।
Yes.
Yes.
So there is nothing wrong, जो हम कर रहे हैं बिल्कुल सही है। There is nothing wrong about that, but let's analyze the situation. देखो, whatever we are looking for, the finance team, whatever they're asking, that answer is lying over here, isn't it? So what is the point of designing or getting all these three? Is it playing any role? No. But we are forced that unless and until we get all these three, this total cannot be achieved. So what happens? We keep creating a lot of unwanted data. So now can you realize why our file size is getting increased? क्योंकि हम बहुत सारा unwanted data Excel में बना लेते हैं. So this is one major drawback. Now, besides that, just see, when you go to a new column and apply formula for many more cells, again, it is time consuming and the file size is also getting increased because of that. Yes. So having said this, जो हम यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं दोस्तों, the practice जो हमारा अभी तक बन के चला आ रहा है, today we are going to stop. So going further, we are not going to do that. Now how to answer this? Just see. पहले देख लो, एक मिनट पहले देख लो, समझ लो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ. Next 1 minute I'll be giving time to try with also. Don't worry. So there is a cell called total cost. ठीक है? Now, in this total cost, we want the values to be populated. So what should be the formula? So first thing first, how to write your formula efficiently, we need to understand. Okay, देखो, मैंने यहाँ पे टाइप किया इक्वल टू सम। क्या हो रहा है? एक्सेल में जितने सारे फॉर्मूला हैं जहाँ पे सम वाला टेक्स्ट मौजूद है, वो सब फॉर्मूला मुझे सामने दिख रहे हैं। So I need to go for a formula naming called sum product. तो मैंने नेक्स्ट कैरेक्टर टाइप किया P। तो ऑटोमेटिकली सम प्रोडक्ट पूरा ब्लू कलर में हाईलाइट हो रहा है, आप देख सकते हो। सो आई नो नीड टू स्पेंड माय होल एंटायर टाइम टू टाइप द एंटायर स्ट्रिंग ऑफ द फॉर्मूला। पूरा जाके सम प्रोडक्ट टाइप करने की जरूरत नहीं। जब मुझे मिल गया सम प्रोडक्ट ब्लू कलर में, to populate that, hit your tab key from the left side of the keyboard, tab tab. If I hit it, it will automatically populate till open parenthesis level. So this is how smartly you can write your formula and you can save your time. Second, this is technically called as a array formula. Very powerful. Since 1985, this formula is there and this works with array. So what is that it is demanding? एक्सेल में अगर कोई फॉर्मूला आपको समझना है तो पहले उसको इनपुट को समझो। इनपुट को बाय हार्ट मत करो। लोग इनपुट को समझते नहीं है, इंस्ट्रक्शन पढ़ते नहीं है, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दे स्ट्रगल, दे फील ओ दिस फॉर्मूला फंक्शंस इज वेरी वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स। एक्सेल इज वेरी वेरी इजी, ट्रस्ट मी, इफ यू फॉलो द इंस्ट्रक्शंस। एक्सेल डिफिकल्ट कब था? The moment when you were working with earlier in the 90s when you have 2003, 98 version, 93 version, those who were knowing Excel, they were treated like God because there was no such kind of instructions available. Only thing is you have to learn by seeing the tutorial and you have to write the formula. But here it has job made our job very easy. So what it demands me, array one, quantity column. That is my first array. Array means range of the cells. Then comma. What is the next thing it is demanding? Array 2. So rate per unit is the second array. So this is how the moment I have given two inputs over there in the formula and hitting enter, you will be receiving your results. So this is how we have understood the formula called sum product. Now hold on. Formula is ready. Sometimes what it happens, our next level, whoever the people, my boss, my reporting authority, whoever XYZ, what they demand, they say प्रभास आपने यहाँ पे फॉर्मूला बनाया तो मुझे जाके यहाँ पे फॉर्मूला बार में देखने से ही पता चलता है कि what kind of formula you have used. I don't want to do that. Why don't you just be so favorable to me? Why don't you write the formula with the immediate right side column so that I can easily correlate? I don't need to go to look into the formula bar. So basically बॉस ऑनलाइन में बात करेंगे तो क्या चाहते हैं कि यहाँ पे जो फॉर्मूला लगा है दोस्तों उसको हमको यहाँ पे डिस्प्ले में रखना है। तो उसके लिए एक और फॉर्मूला है हमारे एक्सेल में स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 2019 एंड above. ओके, व्हाट इज दैट फॉर्मूला? नेमिंग कॉल्ड फॉर्मूला टेक्स्ट. फॉर्मूला टेक्स्ट. So this formula basically what it does, it just asks for the reference कि कौन से सेल को रेफर करना है जहां पे फॉर्मूला लगा है हमने रेफर किया and it will immediately showcase that formula कि यहाँ पे sum product वाला फॉर्मूला लगा हुआ है. Can you see? So this is how we have learned two formulas, people. One is our sum product and the other one is our formula text. Give it a try and check and confirm all these things are working.
Prabhas, my question over here is like
Yeah.
the second formula that you showed, the sum
Mhm.
product, like as your boss said that I want to see that formula instead of in address bar, I want to see it in a G column. So
Right.
my question over here is like sometimes in my office now whatever I will be speaking that is related to my day to day office. So
Uh-huh.
sometimes someone is preparing some Excel and they are not ready to share the formula. Like there are some people obviously,
Right.
and if they are doing
Right.
something with their
Right.
mehnat whatever, and they don't
Mhm.
share formula. So by this formula, will we be able to get that particular formula like of the F column?
No, see, that again depends upon the hierarchy. Like the moment, if you do not want to show your formula, you have to protect your workbook in such a way or worksheet in such a way. The formula will be in hidden state, the formula will be protected. So the formula text formula, whatever you are using, this is not going to override your protection techniques. If the workbook is already protected, it cannot display that formula even. So this will be working unless and until the file is protected or worksheet is protected, it is going to display the formula in the next column.
Mhm. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So keep it, just give it a try, Ravindra and Snehal. If you have any discomfort, do let me know.
For this sum product, we have to select first row and then second row, right?
Column. These are called
Yeah, sir.
column.
First column and then second column.
Only the data
Uh,
points, not the column
Data.
header.
Yeah. Yeah.
Column header नहीं लेना है. Right.
Prabhas, can you show me that G column? I'm not able to apply that formula. Yeah, I'm trying, but it's not happening. Like
You are
is
in
equal
20,
to
yeah,
right?
2016, 2016.
Okay, so it won't
Not,
happen.
yes,
Okay, not a problem.
that's what I told you. So
Okay,
whenever you find something is missing means you have to upgrade your system. That's it.
okay, thank you.
Right. All right, friends. So I believe all are clear. Let's go to our next topic is called vendor evaluation. थोड़ा यहाँ पे discuss करते हैं. देखो ध्यान से. Ideally, in any industry, wherever we are working with, our purchase department, they have their own standard operating procedure. And what they say, that if you have any product to be purchased, you need to depend upon with minimum three competitive codes, like we call it technically as L1, L2, L3. And then you can go ahead and purchase. Don't rely upon with a single source of supply, then you will be running your business with high risk. Very simple. Now in this, we have a prices column. Please stay focused on that. Look at the same and tell me what would be my L1 price. The lowest one. L1 means the lowest one. Is it 87?
Mhm.
L2, the second lowest. Is it 99.2?
103.
L3, 103.2. So just check it out. Do you agree with me? If I consider these are my L1, L2, L3, am I in the right track?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Now, there was only hardly 7 to 8 items. इसलिए हमको manually check करके निकालना आसान हो गया. What if, just imagine when you open the file, there are near about 10,000 records are there. And out of that, if you need to find out L1, L2, L3, how to do that? क्या करते हैं हम उस जगह पे? Anybody?
We'll just do the sorting lowest
Simple.
to highest.
Smallest to largest. है कि नहीं?
Mhm.
तो
Yes.
डेटा को सिलेक्ट करेंगे फिर विल गो फॉर सॉर्टिंग स्मॉलेस्ट टू लार्जेस्ट ऑर्डर एंड whatever the three line items appears in the top and beginning will consider these are our L1, L2, L3 and the same will copy and paste in our Outlook body and will send it across to our next level. People say my boss is stating that sir मैंने ground level पे काम कर दिया और ये रहे हमारे L1, L2, L3 suppliers. So please approve the same so that we can start procuring the materials. This is how the practice we have.
Mhm.
तो हमारे बॉस भी बिना देखे क्या बोलते हैं प्रभास प्लीज गो अहेड आई विल एक्नॉलेज दैट मेल लेटर सो प्लीज स्टार्ट प्रोक्यूरिंग द मटेरियल्स फर्स्ट. वेल चलो ठीक है सब कुछ सही जा रहा है. आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग और आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग बट थिंक अबाउट द होल सिचुएशन. वेयर इज द वैल्यू एडिशंस टू द वर्क? क्योंकि सॉर्टिंग एक ऐसा टास्क है एनीबॉडी कैन डू. I could have given this task to my one of my subordinate. Why I'm spending my quality time being a skilled person, being a manager, being a supervisor, being a team leader? Why I'm spending my time for doing a task which is non-productive in nature? हम सोचते नहीं हैं. सोचना चाहिए. And because of that, what happens? The quality of work is missing. है कि नहीं? जरा imagine करो, you are the manager. अगर आप ही बैठ के ground level पे काम करोगे, then who is going to do your work?
Mhm.
So this is the reason why we have to create the work level hierarchy. So somebody has to do the ground level of working. Then only you can think about more into business analysis, planning, budgeting, forecasting, whatever it is. ठीक है? तो ये जो काम हम कर रहे हैं, this is just a monotonous work and it is of no use at all. There is no value addition in my work. And if you just realize today I am looking for XYZ, I need to do one sorting. Tomorrow, suppose I am looking for ABC, again I have to sort. So whenever I am looking for a new product to purchase, I need to first do the sorting. So sorting task is repetitive in nature and every time I have to do that. Do you agree?
Mhm.
So जिसके चलते हुए हमारा बहुत सारा कीमती वक्त बर्बाद होता है. So थिंक अबाउट ए सिचुएशन कि भले ही एक ही सेल में एक प्रोडक्ट हम बना दें, और जब भी कोई प्रोडक्ट सिलेक्ट करें ऑटोमेटिकली अगर ऐसे तीनों मिल जाए, L1 L2 L3, ऑटोमेटिकली कितना काम आसान हो जाएगा। सो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू नाउ। देखो, जो चीज हमने मैनुअली बनाया अभी वही चीज को यहाँ पे बॉटम थ्री कॉलम पे लेके आएंगे। पहले एक मिनट देख लो। सो यहाँ पे फॉर्मूला हम बनाएंगे। कैसे? आइडियली फॉर्मूला हम कैसे बनाते हैं? We go to a cell, we try to type the formula, then we go and drag it down the same towards bottom, or we copy paste the formula, or we go for double click on that fill handle and we deal with the formula. यही सब प्रैक्टिस हमारा चल रहा है कि नहीं?
Mhm.
But today we are going to stop that. We are going to make some improvements on it. What is that? See, what I suggest is पहले जहाँ पे फॉर्मूला बनानी है उसको सिलेक्ट करो। पहले देख लो मेरे स्क्रीन के ऊपर, ठीक है? फिर अपना माउस को छोड़ दो, टच पैड को साइड कर दो, then immediately type equal to. It will start typing in the first cell of the range. Then there is a beautiful formula in Excel जिसका नाम है small. This is an array formula. क्या डिमांड किया? Array. So the moment you go for this array formula over here, this is my array I have taken. Now when I copy this formula towards down, ये जो array मैंने select किया ये नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए, तो हमको क्या करना है? लॉक करना है। हाउ टू लॉक इट? बाय यूजिंग F4 और फंक्शन F4। डिपेंड्स कि कौन से ब्रांड का लैपटॉप यूज कर रहे हो या आपका कीबोर्ड बिहेवियर क्या है, उसके हिसाब से आपको लेना होगा। बट टेक्निकली वी नीड टू लॉक इट। तो क्या होता है लॉक करने से? देखो, सो व्हेन आई प्रेस्ड F4, there are two dollar symbol before E, making column E as lock, before 12 making row 12 as lock. तो E12 ना E13 को जाएगा ना E12 F12 को जाएगा। सिमिलरली E17 ना E18 में मूव करेगा ना E17 will go to F17. So no movement neither towards down nor towards right. And this is called our absolute reference in Excel language, or we call it as cell constant, cell freeze or cell lock. Comma. उसके बाद क्या पूछा? उसके बाद फॉर्मूला पूछ रहा है k. What is the meaning by k? K is nothing but constant, integer, number or ranking, anything you treat. So for our case, for better understanding, let's call this as a ranking. हमको L1 चाहिए। L1 का रैंक क्या होगा? सवाल में ही जवाब छुपा है। L1 rank should be 1, L2 rank should be 2, L3 rank should be 3. So basically in place of k we are expecting 1, 2 and 3, but we can't give it together, and neither we could go to each and every cell and edit the formula. So in that case, what we have done, just see in our right side, there is a column called G where already 1, 2, 3 has been populated. We are going to take the help of that. कैसे? By simply using the right arrow key G12. So G12 में already 1 लिखा हुआ है, and that will become my K value for small formula. Now bracket close, formula is ready only for a cell. Ideally, how you end up with your formula? By hitting enter. But today we are going to use control enter, and see the beauty. With immediate effect, you will be getting your solution over here. So this is how people, whenever there is a need, how to apply this small formula, we got the basic understanding, right? So give it a try and check small is working. So any difficulties in application of small formula? Anybody?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Yes, Snehal and Ravindra, what's the situation?
It's done, but how to fix that row by using F4, right?
Yeah,
How to track that formula from like I got that 87, then 99.2, but my third line item that came is 111. How's it?
yeah, because you have not logged it. See, that is the reason
Oh,
why I
yes, yes,
asked you
yes,
to
right,
log it.
right, right,
Yeah,
right. Hold on
no
again. I'll
problem.
apply.
No problem.
Is equal to some. Once I click on array, then I need to log.
Yeah, F4.
Okay, F4. Then I'll try.
When I'm selecting this array, no, and then
Mm-hmm.
clicking on F4,
Mm-hmm.
then that dollar symbol is coming for only, I mean, only for E17, not for
Yes.
first E12.
Yeah, because that problem will come when you write your formula once and again you edit, like using backspace, again you go and rectify, then this kind of problem will come. So you can share your screen, I can guide you how to write your formula also. No issues.
Prabhas, two times I need to log, like
No, no,
small
no.
and then while only once lock is done, and then
Yep.
control and.
Yes.
So shall I share my screen?
Yes, yes, yes. Now, so you can select first all the three. Yep. Then go for immediately equal to small. Yeah, tab. No need to write the entire text. That's what I told you. Array. Taking from the left, the complete array. Yes, select everything. Then F4. You got it?
Yeah. Okay.
Now come up. Go towards your right. Use the right arrow key. You cannot click now. You can go for right arrow key. Then bracket close. Control enter. All
Okay.
right. Yep.
Thanks. Yeah.
Welcome. So this is how we can apply our formula whenever we go for our any kind of formulas for the multiple cells or multiple rows or columns. You can make use of all those things. Okay. Now I'll be taking you through over here. The next one is called top three. So bottom three हमने निकाल दिया. अभी top three में काम करना है. So top three कैसे होगा? पहले देखो. पहले एक मिनट देखो मेरे स्क्रीन पे. ठीक है. So जैसे कि bottom three के लिए हमने small use किया. Top three opposite of small क्या हो सकता है? Large. So we can
Mm.
go for selecting the entire three cells, large formula, hit array. This is my data. I can take it and I should lock it because I don't want that movement to be there. Comma. Now it is asking K. So what is the meaning by K? K is nothing but this 1, 2, 3. Again, we have to take it. So I'll take this, bracket close. Formula is ready only for a cell. Need to apply for rest. Control, enter. And we got the answer. So this is how you can go for finding bottom 10, bottom 5, top 10, top 5. You can go for it. Give it a try. All right. So small and large. I believe that's clear. Dominic here. Now,
Yes.
so far we have learned four formula. One is sum product. Second, formula text. Third, small. Fourth, large. And हमने क्यों डॉलर सिंबल अप्लाई किया वो भी हमने समझा. Now, are you happy knowing all this formula so far?
Yes.
Yes. चलो बहुत बढ़िया. रविंद्र आपका क्या कहना है?
Yeah. Agree.
So this question I'm going to ask repeatedly throughout this training क्योंकि I'm just doing a postman job. जैसे कि Microsoft ने जो सब बनाया हुआ है I'm just passing on that information to you. But as a user, you have to keep working with all these formulas and you have to give your feedback. So this is the reason why I keep asking this question over here. So as you said, yes, Prabha, this is going to help me. Fine, well and good. Now 2 मिनट के लिए मेरे स्क्रीन के ऊपर ध्यान से देखो. This is what suppose our friend uh, Supriya has done. So I'm taking two names from the group, Supriya and Ravindra. Is that okay if I take your name for the story?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much. So देखो, मान लो सुप्रिया जी ने हमारे ये सब बनाया और बना के रविंद्र जी को भेजा. रविंद्र यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं, उनको लगा कि सब कुछ तो ठीक ठाक है, ये सुप्रिया ने यहाँ पे ये सब क्यों बनाया, ये जो कॉलम है इसका रोल क्या है. So Ravindra felt for a while this is of unwanted, this is of no use at all. तो उन्होंने डिलीट कर दिया. तो क्या हो रहा है? Can you see that? Our entire formula is in trouble. And this is what most of the time it happens with us. हम कुछ बना के भेजते हैं, लोग क्या करते हैं उसके ऊपर थोड़ा छेड़खानी करते हैं फॉर्मूला फंक्शंस के ऊपर एंड एंटायर रिपोर्ट इज इन टॉस, इट इज इन ट्रबल एंड दे कीप बॉदरिंग अस. डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
Mm-hmm.
सो इन दिस केस समझ में क्या आया कि जो हमने किया दोस्तों, दिस इज व्हाट आवर एक्सपर्ट सजेस्ट अस टू डू द जॉब लाइक दिस. बट माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एक्सेल नेवर रिकमेंड्स फॉर दैट कि ऐसा सब हेल्पर कॉलम बना के फॉर्मूला बनाओ, राइट? तो अभी इस सिचुएशन को हैंडल कैसे करेंगे? चलो देखो, ध्यान से देखो, समझो कॉन्सेप्ट को. हमें 1 2 3 जो हमको चाहिए चाहिए, इसके बिना तो काम नहीं होगा. लेकिन हम क्या करेंगे, हम अपने फॉर्मूला को इतना एफिशिएंट बना देंगे कि दोज 1 2 3 इज गोइंग टू बी जनरेटेड बाय आवर फॉर्मूला. बट हाउ इट इज गोइंग टू जनरेट, लेट्स सी. देखो, इफ आई आस्क यू विच रो आई एम ऑपरेटिंग विथ, आप क्या करोगे? इमीडिएटली देखोगे विच रो हेडर इज एक्टिवेटेड. So this is the row header activated, right? So I'm in row number 12. Easy to understand. Now, same thing when I ask Excel to perform and give the answer, Excel would be taking the help of a formula, जिसका नाम है row. And when I go for row open bracket and close bracket, it is also going to give me the same row number as the answer. देखो. So I'm in row number 12. My row formula is giving me row number 12. Okay? So this is what the basic job of row function, nothing else. Now, earlier, if you look at, if you see what was the number, it was there earlier, 1. So I am getting 12, but I'm expecting 1. What I can do, basic mathematics, minus 11. Since I'm in row number 12, अगर उसमें से 11 माइनस करता हूं तो 1 मिल जाएगा ना. मुझे बाकी को अप्लाई करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, राइट? सो हमको मिल गया 1 2 3. तो जो चीजें हमने अभी फॉर्मूला के बाहर की है, वही चीज को फॉर्मूला के अंदर करना है. तो देखो कैसे होता है, पहले समझ लो. 1 मिनट मेरे स्क्रीन के ऊपर ध्यान से देखो. As usual, we'll select all the three cells. We'll go for equal to, and formula is large. Taking the array, locking the same, comma. Now we are looking for k. So k purpose, I can go for row formula, and this will be giving me 12. We know since we are operating in row number 12 minus 11. Then large to be closed. Formula is ready only for a cell, but we need to apply for the entire range. We learned a shortcut. What is that? Control Enter, and see the beauty. Without using any kind of helper command, we could get our solution. So this is called nested formula. When you write multiple formula in one place, that formula becomes nested. Give it a try. So hope this row concept is clear. टॉप थ्री निकलने के बाद बॉटम थ्री को भी थोड़ा रेक्टिफाई कर लो यूजिंग द स्मॉल फंक्शन अगेन.
Prabhas, I don't know where I'm
Mhm.
going wrong. It's not taking my formula.
Okay, you can share your screen. Let me have a look.
Mhm. Just let me know once you're able to see.
Yeah, I can see now. Fine.
I'm doing large,
Mm-hmm.
taking this array. I'm
Mm-hmm.
locking by F4,
Right.
and then I'm giving comma,
Mm-hmm.
row,
Mm-hmm.
brackets, and minus 28. So it's not taking. So
No,
is
no,
this
you,
bit?
yes, go for yes.
Okay, still it's not taking.
Okay,
So is
so
this
let me
because
see
of
what
that?
you've taken. D28, D28 to this. Okay, so now taking the row function minus 28 large. Mm-hmm.
Is this because of that Microsoft issue, like the version that I'm using?
No,
Might
no,
be.
no, no, it's not a
No?
problem. It's not a problem at all. D28 to D33. So 28 to D, D20 to D23. Large row function minus you are in. You should take 27, no? Because see, now you are in row number 28. Okay. You're
Okay.
already working in row number 28. So you should deduct 27. Yes.
One. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And like I want to know one more thing, like how to drag this. Like this will take me to entire like this form. Oh, okay.
You
We
can,
already discussed control.
yes. And you should have, instead of enter, you should have gone for control enter, but now it is not going to work since you have not selected. So if you want to do control enter, you got to select all the three.
Okay, I'll do one time just. Then control and.
No, 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 it will not work, still not work because it is not selected. You got to select all the three cells first. Well,
Okay,
yes.
and then
Now,
type the formula. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Now I'll do it. Control F4, comma.
No, control enter. Yes, go for yes.
Mm,
I mean, no problem. You end the bracket after 27 and go for control enter.
okay. Mhm.
Yeah,
Then okay. Thank you. I'm stopping the screen sharing.
no problem. All right, so I believe everyone is clear whatever the concept we have understood over here, taking back logic of small and large with combination of row. So if you have done with our top three, please rectify the formula for bottom three also. Right? So large with small and large with row and small with row function combinations. I believe it's working fine. So I'll take you through now. The next level is basic rounding of our data. Most of the time, this kind of decimals, people, it is killing us and it is making our job more like when you go for the reconciliation activities because of the rounding of the data, what it happens, the difference arises. So it is very, very essential whenever you are working with the decimals. If you round it up earlier stage, then later stage when you're going for closing your books and accounts, you will not be facing any trouble. So we are going to do the same about it. So here you could notice we have a prices column. पहले देख लो क्या पूछ रहे हैं मेरे बॉस. तो यहाँ पे डेटा जो है आप देख सकते हो, it is having some decimals and whole numbers combined together. ठीक है. Now looking at the data, boss is not happy. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने कहा कि प्रवास एक काम करो, ये जो जितना सब डेटा है उसको राउंड ऑफ करके दो टू द नियरेस्ट वन यूनिट. सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग बाय राउंडिंग ऑफ टू द नियरेस्ट वन यूनिट? आइडियली 103.2 होता है, हम राउंड ऑफ कैसे करते हैं 103. डू यू एग्री?
Mhm.
If I go for 111.5, we just round it off 112. Do you agree?
12.
This is how
Yes,
we do.
right. Yes. After
Yes.
5, we will
Yes.
take it the next number,
All
right?
right. So this is what the logic we are applying. एक यूनिट हम कभी नीचे का लेते हैं, कभी एक यूनिट ऊपर का लेते हैं. कैसे? That is decided by the post decimal character. If it is less than 5, we go for 1 unit down. If it is 5 or more than 5, we go for 1 unit up. This is how we decide.
Yes.
Same thing we are going to do now in Excel. Then how to do it? Ideally, ये situation को किसी को भी पूछोगे हमारे corporate में या कहीं पे भी जो हमारे experts हैं, आपको कहेंगे blindly go for round formula. In round also you can get the solution, no doubt, but I would suggest go for a new formula which Microsoft has made some improvements, naming called M round. पहले देख लो. So when I go for M round, M stands for multiple. And क्या पूछ रहा है? Number. So number है मेरे लेफ्ट में ले लिया, कमा. Then it asks for multiple. यहाँ पे multiple का मतलब अलग है. We are not going to multiply with any value. Multiple का मतलब है कि जो round off आप करना चाहते हो, okay, how it is going to happen. So as per the question, if you look at round off is going to happen with the nearest one unit, either 1 unit up or 1 unit down. So for that reason, I should give the multiple as 1. तो जो भी वैल्यू बनेगा एक यूनिट ऊपर का आएगा, नहीं तो एक यूनिट नीचे का आएगा, और वो कौन डिसाइड करेगा? मेरा पोस्ट डेसिमल कैरेक्टर. नाउ ब्रैकेट क्लोज, फॉर्मूला इज रेडी only with one cell, but we need to apply for rest. What is the shortcut? Control enter, and see the beauty. So this kind of formula, whenever you are designing any kind of template, you can keep it ready, and whenever the user types any data, and if it is containing any kind of decimals over here, then automatically this will be rounded off as the output. So give it a try with M round. Right? So M round use करना कितना आसान है, ठीक है? तो अगर आप पूछोगे कि what's the difference between round and M round? No difference. But if you go for round, it is situation specific. तो ये सिचुएशन के लिए राउंड यूज कर सकते हैं. कल अगर सिचुएशन चेंज हुआ, वहां पे राउंड काम नहीं करेगा, उसके लिए हमको जाना पड़ेगा इधर राउंड अप, राउंड डाउन. ऐसे मल्टीपल फॉर्मूलाज वी हैव टू टेक, सो वी हैव टू रिमेंबर मेनी मोर फॉर्मूलाज. बट एम राउंड एक ऐसा फॉर्मूला है, कोई भी सिचुएशन को हैंडल कर सकता है राउंड अप करने के लिए. अभी देखो, वी हैव सेम प्राइसेस कॉलम, ठीक है. नाउ माय बॉस इज आस्किंग, प्रभास, व्हाई डोंट यू राउंड अप द डेटा टू द नियरेस्ट 5 यूनिट? अभी नियरेस्ट 5 यूनिट, व्हाट डज इट मीन? लेट्स हैव द डिस्कशन फर्स्ट. देखो, 103.2 है, अगर मुझे यहाँ पे आंसर करनी है, what would be my answer? Anybody? 103.2 है, अगर मुझे प्राइसेस कॉलम को नियरेस्ट 5 यूनिट के साथ राउंड अप करना है, तो व्हाट शुड बी द वैल्यू?
103.
103 कैसे होगा रविंद्र? देखो, सिचुएशन को समझो पहले, दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट अगेन। सपोज मान लो मैंने एक 5 स्किप वैल्यू का एक स्केलिंग बनाया या 5 जंप वैल्यू का स्केल बनाया, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, ऐसा एक स्केलिंग मेरा है, ठीक है। अगर मैं इस तरह के स्केलिंग बनाते जाऊं, 103.2 कौन से इंटरवल में गिरेगा? इज इट गोइंग टू फॉल इन बिटवीन 100 एंड 105? डू यू ऑल एग्री? क्या लगता है?
Yes.
तो ये जो 103.2 है, इन दोनों वैल्यू में से कौन सा नजदीक है वो?
105.
So answer should be 105. Getting it?
Yeah.
So the same thing we are going to get it over here. Similarly, अगर 87 की बात करते हैं, which interval this is going to fall? Between 85 to 90? But which is the
85.
closest one? It should be 85. So that is what the answer
Okay.
we are supposed to get it.
Okay. You mean I mean in the range of 5. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So we should go for none other than any other formula over here except M round only. So we can go for simple M round. Again, no other formulas, comma. Now again, multiple. So the difference between the upper unit and the lower unit. So this is our upper unit 105, lower unit 100. What is the difference? 5. Similarly, multiple of 10, multiple of 5, multiple of 3, anything you want, you can just simply go for M round formula and get your result. So as I told you, when you design the summary report, dashboard, anything, you can keep this M-round formula embedded and the decimals will be automatically taken care by Microsoft Excel. Hope this is working. Any difficulties?
It's done.
Okay. Priyan Rabindra, can I take it forward?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. So now we are going to discuss one more situation. Stay focused with the ask. देखो, हमारे पास एक price column मौजूद है जिसमें आप देख सकते हो data is of mixed type. Like we have got positive, we have got negative also over there. ठीक है? Now looking at the data, my boss is not happy. और उन्होंने कहा कि प्रभास एक काम करो, just get me only the positive values in the next column. I don't want to see the negatives. ठीक है? तो अभी सवाल ये है, by looking at the data, how do you know which is negative? Simple. If it is something starts with a bracket or if it
Bracket.
is starting
Yes.
with a dash or hyphen symbol, this is negative. If none of them is available, it's a positive one. Simple understanding.
Yes.
Right. Now, if I ask you, logically please decide whether the value is positive or negative, तो हम क्या करते हैं? हम एक एक सेल में जाते हैं, वैल्यू को देखते हैं. If it is more than 0, positive. If it is less than 0, negative. This is how we decide. The same thing we are going to do it in Excel. So when you want to do the same thing in Excel, people, just stay focused for a minute. Okay, so we have to use a logical formula for Excel naming called if. Now what it demands, just see. Logical test. So कौन से सेल के ऊपर टेस्ट करना है, उस सेल वैल्यू को लेना है. Now what kind of test? Is it greater than zero? Now this entire setup becomes my logical test. तो कभी भी हम टेस्ट करते हैं, there might be a result of success or failure also. We cannot predict that. But we need to give both the results with the follow the logic. So if it is true, value if true, if it is true, then what does it mean? This value, if it is more than zero, means it's positive. So what we are expecting in the next column, the same value. So this is nothing but our value if true, we have decided. Okay. Now what it demands, value if false. So if this data is not greater than zero, so it may definitely may be less than zero. So if it is less than zero, it becomes a negative one. And if it is a negative, we don't expect that value to be there in the next column, but there should be some treatment in the next column. What kind of treatment? Zero, hyphen, nil, not available, not applicable. Anything you want to write, you must take the help of two double inverted quotes. But here we are working with a template, and template should remain blank. And to make it happen as blank, we must go for only two double inverted quotes. So here people commits a mistake. They define two double inverted quotes, but they define a space in between that. And that is really annoying because space, though it is not visible, it is counted as a character. So you have to be very particular whenever you are expecting the formula output or formula should return as a blank, you must complete with blank's purpose two double inverted quotes without space. Now bracket close, formula is ready, only with one cell. Need to apply for rest. Control Enter. So this is how you can notice a simple if formula, logical formula, how to write it in our Excel. Give it a try and check it's working.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay.
Yes, working for me as well.
Great. So Ravinder, clear? Okay.
Yes.
You also consent. Fine. Now, are you happy knowing this logical formula
Yes.
application?
Yes.
Yes. Now, just with a surprise note, I would like to say one thing. I don't recommend this formula. 90% cases, if you ask anybody, they will suggest you immediately if formula to solve this equation. Trust me, but I don't recommend this. Reason. Remember one thing. In any Excel file, the more the if formula, file size will be more because if occupies a lot of space. So if formula should not be your first choice, it should be your last choice. In the worst case, only use if formula. If you have no other options, then use if formula. So now the question is, if I do not recommend if logical formula to handle this situation, then how to make my formula crisp? How to make my formula character length reduced over here? Just see. There is an alternative column. Just watch my screen, alternative column. I would like to use a formula called max. We know max formula क्या करता है? अपने रेंज में से जो सबसे ज्यादा है, उस वैल्यू को वो निकाल के आंसर देता है. So it is asking me number one, I will be taking my prices column first value, comma. It is asking number two. So number two क्या होगा? देखो, जब हमने लॉजिकली डिसाइड किया कि द वैल्यू पॉजिटिव है या नेगेटिव, हम किसके साथ कंपेयर किए? जीरो के साथ. सो जीरो से ज्यादा हुआ तो पॉजिटिव, जीरो से कम हुआ तो नेगेटिव. सो सेम थिंग आई एम गोइंग टू डू. That's it. Now, what I'm trying to do, I am asking Excel to perform a calculation that between the number and zero, which is more, you should return. तो हम zero से कम वाले value की बात ही नहीं कर रहे हैं. Formula becomes very simple, crisp, and it is ready only for a cell. Need to apply for rest. Control, enter. Now see the beauty. As a audience, अगर आप देख रहे हो, कौन सा formula देखना पसंद करोगे? Option one or option two?
Max one.
Definitely. Because nobody is interested to see your lengthy formula. So this is the reason why always try to keep your formula length minimum, and the file size will not be heavy, and the data processing also will be very faster. All
Here
right.
I could see one small difference, but I don't think
Mhm.
there won't be any impact that when we use this if formula, those rows were those I think in blank, and when we use this max formula, there we could see there is a dash. That is one thing. And my second point is that if the case is reverse, I mean we need a negative numbers over there, then what should be the formula?
No, no. Second one, see, first one is not having any difference because here in a formula we have blanks. Here it is a blank
Yeah,
only, but since we are putting zero, it is a formula driven result. Zero, though it is null value, but it is a value. So for that reason,
yeah.
it is showing a hyphen or dash symbol. This is the default system format.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's the
output
reason I
wise,
told. So there won't be any impact, right?
yes, there
I
won't be any
mean,
impact.
on the
Now,
data.
second
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So what is your question? Could you please repeat?
Yeah, if I need the values which are in a negative instead of positive.
Simple logic. You can go for min formula equal to min
Mean, yeah.
and taking the data over here. So instead of complete range, I can go for comma and zero and then control enter. That is what, suppose a particular column, I mean, why I'm telling all these things, it will be very, very helpful in your routine activities when you go for the reconciliation. Suppose in one column itself, you have got the data mixed, like positive and negative, everything is there, and you want to segregate positive in one column, negative in another column. So there also, this is going to help you a lot. Sure.
Okay, Prabhas, can you also tell me like many times what happens is like what I mean to say, I want to remove that negatives. How will I remove that negative? I also want to know that
Simple.
formula.
See, if you have the negative values are there, simple, you can go for one more formula called ABS, absolute.
Huh.
So absolute formula will be helping you to convert your data into an absolute value. So all the negatives will become positive and positive will always positive.
You just type the formula ABS and then selected
Yeah,
the cell, enter. Okay,
yes, yes.
thank you.
Super.
Hello, Prabhas. It is
Yeah,
possible that in one row we can find positive value and negative value as well.
in one row, I did not get you. What
Uh,
is that mean?
uh, uh, I mean to say, uh, firstly we have sorted the positive value, then we have sorted the negative value. It is
Uh-huh.
possible to sort in one column positive and negative value.
One below the other. You mean to say one below the other?
Yes, yes, right.
No, what's the out? I mean, point you are asking this. I did not. I'm unable to correlate the way you are asking. See, already
Uh,
the data is there in this price column. Data is there. Now we are looking for positive. One column, we did it. If you are looking for negative, another column, we did it.
हाँ सॉरी, एक्चुअली मुझे ये पूछना था कि इन एक ही कॉलम में जैसे हमने पॉजिटिव एक कॉलम में सॉर्ट किया, नेगेटिव एक कॉलम में सॉर्ट किया, तो इन सेम ऐसा कुछ फॉर्मूला है कि एक ही कॉलम में हम पॉजिटिव भी शो कर सकते हैं और नेगेटिव भी शो कर सकते हैं, और वी हैव टू सेपरेट इन सेपरेट कॉलम.
सी पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव ऑलरेडी तो है, उसको सेपरेट करने से ही हमको पता चलेगा ना, क्योंकि अभी देखो कितना पॉजिटिव आया कितना नेगेटिव्स है। अभी हमको अगर चेक करना है तो मैं यहाँ पे अगर टोटल करता हूँ, सी द ऑब्जेक्टिव ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। सपोज आई हैव गॉट ए कॉलम मिक्स्ड विथ टुगेदर, इफ आई गो फॉर ए टोटल, मुझे आंसर कितना आता है 271.2। इसमें से कितना पॉजिटिव है कितना नेगेटिव है, आई एम नॉट गेटिंग आंसर, राइट। तो जिसके चलते हुए हमको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव निकाल दिया, तो यहाँ पे मैं जाऊंगा इक्वल टू सम एंड टेकिंग ऑल द वैल्यूज ओवर हियर। सो कितना पॉजिटिव है 457.4 और कितना नेगेटिव है, सपोज इफ आई गो फॉर इट, दिस इज माय नेगेटिव, सो दिस इज आवर नेट इफेक्ट 271 सरप्लस। But
ओके ओके.
technically, I have got credit of 457. I have got a debit of 186.2. So that is what been nullified, and this is what the net value effect over
नेट
here.
वैल्यू.
हाँ,
ओके,
तो
गॉट
ये
इट.
सब चीजें रिकंसिलिएशन के लिए चाहिए। तो लॉजिकली एक्सेल जो बनाया है उसको ये सब रिकंसिलिएशन एक्टिविटी, जैसे कि आप बैंकिंग या फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर में काम कर रहे हो ऑन डेली बेसिस, यू नीड ऑल दिस थिंग्स। सपोज से यू आर वर्किंग विथ योर वेंडर और योर कस्टमर बैलेंसेस ऑल द टाइम। सो कस्टमर को हम जब बेचते हैं कुछ सामान तो हमारा बैलेंस वो दिखा रहा है कि हाँ बैलेंस रिसीवेबल, और कस्टमर जब पैसा देता है देन दैट विल बी स्क्वेयर्ड ऑफ अगेंस्ट ऑफ दैट इनवॉइस अमाउंट। बट हमको हमेशा वन टू वन इनवॉइस का पैसा नहीं आता है, क्या आता है कभी पांच छह इनवॉइसेस का पैसा एक साथ मिला के आता है। देन वी हैव टू गिव दैट नेट इफेक्ट। सो इन दैट केस हाउ मेनी पॉजिटिव हाउ मेनी नेगेटिव, वी हैव टू separate it into different column। समझ में आ रही है। और sometimes we need to go for aging of the data, like more than 30 days how many invoices pending, more than 60 days how much invoices pending। So for aging purpose also we need to have the positive values or negative values। So there are a lot of things, case studies, if you look at, there are many more case scenarios we have to use it।
ओके, थैंक यू.
No problem। So now going to our next, so here we are going to look at a beautiful example people naming called our AMC agreements। Most of the time what it happens, we furnish so many contracts, agreements, claims, bank guarantees, investment related documents we maintain in Excel। ठीक है, तो चलो इसके ऊपर थोड़ा काम करते हैं। मान लो हमने 11 दिसंबर 2019 में एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बनाया, किसके लिए, एचपी प्रिंटर के लिए। उसका वारंटी पीरियड है 16 महीने का। सो वी नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई व्हेन दिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज गोइंग टू बी एक्सपायर्ड, और वारंटी कब ये खत्म होने वाला है, तो उसके हिसाब से वी शुड रिन्यू द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, और वी शुड स्टॉप द सर्विस, और वी शुड चेंज द वेंडर। अगर असेट ही नहीं है, असेट को स्क्रैप कर दिया गया है, देन देयर इज नो पॉइंट ऑफ हैविंग एएमसी आल्सो। जो भी है वी हैव टू टेक ए कॉल अकॉर्डिंगली। फॉर दैट वी नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई व्हाट इज आवर डेट ऑफ एक्सपायरी। जस्ट मैनुअली चेक करो कि क्या होगा। 11 दिसंबर 2019, देन आफ्टर 16 months, कौन सा होगा डेट।
11/4/2021.
11/4/2021, okay। Any other answers?
Same answer.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay. ठीक है. चलो. तो ऐसे.
Yeah, same only. But yeah, it is 16 months. Yeah, correct one.
Okay. So like that, we have got 10,000 cases. Okay. So you are the sole owner of all the MCs. आपको क्या लगता है? Will you be holding a calendar in one hand and keep computing for 10,000 cases? Because date तो accurate होना चाहिए. ये तो हमको पता भी है. So in this case, how to handle the situation? We have to be pinpoint accurate even for a single day also, people. So what we can do, there is a very beautiful formula in our Excel जिसका नाम है E-date. पहले देख लो. E stands for electronic date. What it demands? It demands me start date. हमारे पास start date है. Yes. Comma. फिर पूछा month. वो भी हमारे पास मौजूद है. Now bracket close. Formula is ready. Only for a cell. Need to apply for rest. Control enter. Answer मिल गया, no doubt. But the answer is in a different format. What is this format about?
ये date format we need to change.
हाँ, ये कौन सा फॉर्मेट है? जो फॉर्मेट अभी देख रहे हैं, ये कौन सा फॉर्मेट है?
Numbers.
That is what we need to understand. देखो. No. देखो. कुछ चीजें being a Excel user, we need to understand. We know the solution, but we don't know what is this about. This is what the problem. I'll tell you. देखो. If I ask you what is today's date? What is today's date? पहले समझो, कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं. What is today's date?
18th of November 2023.
So we can go for a simple keyboard shortcut. जिसका है रोल कंट्रोल कोलन. ये हमको आज का डेट बना के देता है. ठीक है. Now a simple keyboard shortcut हमको डेट बना के दिया. Same thing I can achieve by using a formula called today also. Same thing. Can you see that? तो अभी आप ये बताओ मुझे, टाइपिंग ए कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट इज इजी और गोइंग फॉर ए फॉर्मूला इज इजी? ऑब्वियसली कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट आप प्रिफर करोगे, कोई भी प्रिफर करेगा, है कि नहीं? लेकिन ये दोनों चीजें भले ही आउटपुट सेम दे रहे हैं, बट नेचर वाइज इट इज टू डिफरेंट थिंग्स. सो हाउ इट इज डिफरेंट? देखो, अगर आपने कंट्रोल सेमीकोलन लिया, इट कीप्स योर डेटा स्टैटिक. मतलब even though you open the file after 5 years, it is still going to reflect as 18/11/2023. लेकिन today formula क्या करता है? It keeps our data dynamic. It keeps changing because Excel doesn't have any ready-made calendar. It always takes the data from our bottom right corner of the system. ठीक है? So tomorrow when I open the file, तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? System का date change होगा 1911 and this is going to become 1911. So this is what your dynamic state of your data. So I believe it's clear. Now, stay focused again. This data, whatever we are looking at, people, this is nothing but a format. And what is the format? Date format. लेकिन उसके पीछे जो value है, वो है ये. Now, what is this number signifying actually? Looks like a number, but what is that? Excel में हमारा जो date system है, it starts with the first date, naming 1st January 1900. So this is what the date system starts with. And this is called our day one. This is called our day one. So from that date till today's date, if you compute, we have already passed 45,248 days. And this format, we call it as our general format of the data. Okay? Now the same thing, value remains the same. But when I go for this, this will become a number format. Value remains the same. Now same data over here, if I go for it, it will become a time format. Just window dressing is changing, only the value remains the same. Output does only to see different format. Now similarly, the value remains the same. This is called our date format. Now here, the same value, if I'm going to propose it, this is called our currency format. Same value, now we're going to propose, this is called our percentage format. So technically, these are the formats people we are dealing with Excel. ठीक है? तो अभी आप बताओ, तो ये जो फॉर्मेट है, कौन सा फॉर्मेट है अभी?
ये हम जनरल में है।
राइट, हमको करना क्या है? डेट में लाना है। तो रिमेंबर, कोई भी फॉर्मेट को कभी डेट फॉर्मेट में बदलना हो, देन don't go for your keyboard shortcut or any other things. I'll tell you a very beautiful option. Any point of time to convert any format to date, go for Control Shift and 3. So this hash key numerical 3 button will be helping you to convert any format to date format when you combine with Control and Shift. So Control Shift and 3, when you press together, that is going to help you in converting into date format. Right? We got the clarity. So give it a try and check all these things are working. Right? So I believe this is working. So whenever you are working with any kind of agreements, claims, bank guarantees, or investment related documents, this kind of formula will plays a very big role. Okay. Now, date of expiry तो निकल के आ गया. But with this, our task is not completed yet. There is another risk factor which you have never assessed. It's also a problem there. What is that? Let's see. देखो, भले ही 11 अप्रैल 2021 आंसर बन गया, but this is going to fall in a weekend or weekday. We need to find it out. So basically, we need to identify a day from a date. So how to extract a day from a date? Watch my screen first. There is a beautiful formula in our Excel जिसका नाम है text. This will demand where is the value. Value is nothing but my expiry date, comma. What kind of format we are expecting? So ideally date format Excel में कैसा होता है? DD MMYY or MMDDYY. So D stands for day, M stands for month, Y stands for year. It is predefined. So हमको ना month और ना year में focus करना है, हमको सिर्फ day में focus करना है. And to focus on day within two double inverted quotes, I need to type 4Ds. Now 4D का मतलब क्या है? To get the complete string of the day, like Sunday, SUNDAY. ये पूरा का पूरा string मिलेगा. अगर 3D लिखा तो मिलेगा SUNMONFRI, like that first three characters of the day. क्या मुझे ये कैप्स ऑन करके लिखना पड़ेगा? नहीं, एक्सेल फॉर्मूला केस सेंसिटिव नहीं होता है. यू कैन राइट इन ड्रॉप कैप्स और यू कैन मेक इट कैप्स ऑन एंड प्रेजेंटेड आल्सो. नाउ ब्रैकेट क्लोज. Formula is ready. Only for a cell need to apply for rest. Control enter. Now see, as we have never anticipated the first case itself, it is falling in Sunday. So we need to renew the contract before 1 or 2 days, depending upon 5 or 6 working days in a week. So this kind of formula people will be very, very helpful. Whenever you download the data from SAP or ERP, you will never find a column called day. You have to generate that. And this formula is going to help you a lot in that case. Okay. The text formula. I believe this is working. Try this. So once you find out your day, let's go for a hands-on practice, finding the month and year also. तो month के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं? We can take same text formula and then within two double inverted quotes m 4 times. And for year, we can use the same text formula by defining y 4 times, but that is not necessary. It's a very lengthy formula. So for year case, Excel में हमारा एक ready-made year formula है. You can take that. Year, taking the expiry date. Now bracket close. So you can keep your formula length also very less number of characters. All right. So this is all about our business maths case studies, people. We have learned the formulas like our sum product, formula text, small, large with combination of row, m round. Then we have gone for if logic and replacement for the same by using max. Then we learned our edit formula, text formula, year formula, and different formattings, how it is working in Excel, the concept and semicolon, control semicolon to insert today's date, and today formula to generate today's date to make it more dynamic. All right, so I believe it's clear. Okay, so over here, next we'll go for our data presentation. So we're done with our business maths. Any doubt or queries in business maths, anybody?
No.
Okay. So we'll come back to our data presentation sheet and discuss with a short break. Okay. So in my system, it is 3:50 dot 4 o'clock. So 10 minutes break we have. 4 p.m. we will resume our session. So have a brisk and come back soon. We'll discuss the rest. So I'll be in mute. I'll be back at 4 o'clock. No, Supriya, not yet started. I'm just waiting for the confirmation. Okay. So able to hear me, Supriya?
Yes, now I am.
Okay. So, Snehal, are you there?
Yes,
Okay. So as we discussed before break that we are done with our business maths. Now we are going to deal with the next sheet naming called data presentation. So here, what you need to do, let's have a discussion. In this data-driven world, people, mere having the data is of no use. So you have to do a lot of exercise with the data. Like we need to clean our data, we need to mine our data, we need to arrange our data, and we have to analyze the data. And sometimes once your data is ready, then we have to present our data in a different visual format so that we can present our data in a different storytelling format. So this is what the action it's very much needed in any piece of data you are dealing with. So now we are going to do something like that. So here, take a look. We have got our entire year wise, entire year's revenue data. So whatever the Excel sheets I had prepared, vendor wise, customer wise, or whatever product wise, cost center wise, everything I have combined, and this is the consolidated value we have put it across. Now, suppose say I am following the calendar year Jan to December, and in this, the data set is like this ready. So whatever we have prepared, anybody can do that. It's not a rocket science that except me, nobody can do it, right? Everybody can do. But now the question is how to make it better. What else we can add it so that people will love to see that? What else we can incorporate over here so that there will be value additions to our data? Or what else we can present it so that when I present it to my audience, they will be also happy and appreciating my work. So in this case, there are many more things we can do. But the first thing, what is needed is in our data, we do not have a total. So let's start from the scratch. So keep your cursor in the total cell and go for Alt equal to a keyboard shortcut, Alt equal to, and the moment you hit enter, this is going to give you a total 33,715. Kindly confirm. Did you receive the same total?
yes,
Right. तो ये जो हमने बनाया दोस्तों, मे बी our immediate boss, whoever XYZ, he will be happy watching the same. लेकिन यही डेटा जब मैनेजमेंट लेवल पे जाएगा, क्या लगता है आपको? पीपल विल बी हैप्पी वाचिंग योर बिलियंस, मिलियंस, लैक्स एंड क्रोस? आर दे रियली इंटरेस्टेड टू वॉच दैट? नो वे. उनके पास उतना टाइम भी नहीं है पढ़ने के लिए, है कि नहीं? बट दे वांट टू हैव द इंफॉर्मेशन. सो for my management people, when I'm presenting the same data, what is the best option? With no time, how to present it? If I go and present the same data, revenue data in terms of percentage. So we'll go and create another column naming called over here, revenue percentage. All right. So now the formula, what it's supposed to be, 1 minute, watch my screen. I will take equal to taking the revenue data that should be divided by the total revenue. Do you agree with the formula? Yes, no? पहले देखो समझो. Don't jump into the solution. जो मैं बना रहा हूँ पहले देखो. I'll be giving time to try with. Don't worry. So if I want to present my revenue data in percentage, is this the right formula? Can I take that?
Yes, generally divided by whatever output it is, or it should be in 100 multiplied by the number or something like that.
That's one thing. We are going to multiply by 100. So that is not necessary. See the
Okay.
beauty. Here, the moment I go for this formula, no doubt formula is the same, but when I copy this formula towards down, only this revenue cell should move down, not this total revenue cell, because each and every month wise has to be divided by total revenue. So what we should do? We should lock it. So once I lock it and hit enter, this answers me in decimals. But हमको चाहिए answer percentage में. तो simple है. Any format you want to convert into percentage format. देखो numerical 5 button में percentage symbol already लगा हुआ है. So control shift and 5 to convert any format to percentage format. Got it? Now the same we can apply for others. Double click on that fill handle, drag button. And if I want to make a total, alt equal to, and is it giving me 100%? Yes. So this is how we got another column ready, making as a value addition, naming called revenue percentage. Kindly try this and confirm it's working.
Yes, it's working.
Sure.
Working for me as well.
Yeah. So in this case, we have understood कि और एक नया column भी बन गया. अभी और क्या कर सकते हैं? थोड़ा सोचो. We can compare our data like month to Jan to Feb, Feb to March, March to April. So month and month comparison, we can do it. So technically हम इसको बोलते हैं growth. So we can create another column in the same data set naming called growth. अभी उसका फॉर्मूला क्या होना चाहिए पहले देख लो. Ideally, if I look at my data, my first month is January. लेकिन उससे पहले जनवरी से पहले कुछ है कंपेयर करने के लिए हमारे पास?
नहीं है.
Nothing. So ideally, growth for Jan month is nil or zero. This is self-implied. लेकिन जब फेब में जाएंगे, we have got something to compare with. है कि नहीं? तो फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? इक्वल टू फेब मंथ रेवेन्यू माइनस जैन मंथ रेवेन्यू. अगेन बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स, नथिंग मच. सेम फॉर्मूला वी कैन अप्लाई फॉर अदर्स आल्सो. डबल क्लिक ऑन द फिल हैंडल, तो हमारा ग्रोथ कॉलम भी रेडी हो गया. गिव इट ट्राई.
Yes. Able to do it.
Right. Ravindra, it's happening.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, growth in terms of value, maybe my immediate boss would be happy watching the same. लेकिन जब यही data management level पे जाएगा, they are expecting growth to be percentage. So now the question is how to present our growth data in percentage format and make it ready. Let's see. तो देखो, जैसे कि जनवरी का ग्रोथ नील है, तो ग्रोथ परसेंटेज भी नील होगा. Simple thing. But when I go to Feb, what should be the answer? Stay focused. जो ग्रोथ हमने बनाया फेब मंथ में, चाहे वो पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव, फॉरगेट अबाउट दैट, बट दैट शुड बी डिवाइडेड बाय द बेस मंथ. सो फेब के लिए बेस क्या था?
That
Jan.
revenue B.
जनवरी. जनवरी. फेब को हमने किसके साथ कंपेयर किया था? जनवरी के साथ कंपेयर किया था. तो जो डिफरेंस निकल के आया, दैट हैज टू बी डिवाइडेड बाय द बेस मंथ. सो दैट इज व्हाट द फॉर्मूला we have applied, and we know how to convert our data into percentage. Control Shift 5. Now the same we can apply for others, and we got another column ready naming called growth percentage. Kindly confirm.
Yes, done.
Yeah. Now, once we have done with this, let us see what else we can do over here. देखो, हमारे पास सिर्फ दो ही कॉलम थे, बट इतना सारा काम पेंडिंग है, ये आपको कोई मांगेगा नहीं. This is inherent by nature. कोई भी डेटा हो, this is related not confined to only finance or accounts. Any department wherever you are working with HR, safety, stores, commercial, logistics, कहीं पे भी ये सब चीजें, ये statistical calculations हम इसको बोलते हैं, ये सब चीजें जरूरत है to make our data more informative. Now, what else we can do? Just see. देखो ध्यान से, मान लो मैंने जान का बिजनेस कंप्लीट किया. किसी ने मुझे पूछा कि प्रभास आपने जान में कितना बिजनेस किया, तो मेरा आंसर क्या होगा? 3963 US dollar. डू यू एग्री?
12%. Okay.
नहीं नहीं,
Yes,
forget
right.
about
Okay.
this.
Numbers.
Yes,
Number wise.
3963 USD.
Yes.
Now, if suppose somebody asked me after completing the month of business of month for February, what is our business? What I'll say? Jan plus Feb. I will combine and I will state the answer 7748 USD. Similarly, when I go for March to complete, I will add Jan plus Feb plus March. If I go and complete April, Jan plus Feb plus March plus April. What do you call all these things?
It's addition, like you're going on adding.
That is what, in technical terms, we call it as a cumulative value or accumulation of the data, right? In Excel language, we call it as a running total. What is that? Running
Running.
total. But when you are working in a corporate report, you should use the proper corporate jargons. And what is that? Naming called YTD. So let's go
Okay.
and create a new column naming called year to till date, YTD. Now the question is YTD column का formula क्या होगा? पहले समझो. जैन हमारा पहला मंथ है, सो जो भी हमने बिजनेस जैन में किया, is it going to be the same in the month of Jan as YTD?
Yes,
Simple?
because that's the only thing. Yes.
Yes. So we should put it in a formula equal to Jan month revenue. But when you go to Fave, what should be the formula? देखो पहले equal to Jan month YTD जो ऊपर पहले बनाया, उसके साथ क्या ऐड करना है? Feb month का current
Plus
revenue.
5.6. Okay. Just keep on adding one more. Okay.
Yes.
This is
Now, once you go for this is going to give you the cumulative value. If you check also this too, अगर आप देखते हो स्टेटस बार में 7748 दिख रहा है, यहाँ पे मिल रहा है, right? Now formula is ready only for a cell. Need to apply for rest. Double click on the fill handle. अभी पता कैसे चलेगा कि हम सही कर रहे हैं? सिंपल है, देखो दिसंबर में हमने जितना हमारा YTD बनाया, is it matching with my total revenue? चेक करो.
yes.
So we are in the right track. So this is how we got another column ready, people, as a value addition to the work naming called YTD.
Mm, simple to do. Prabhas, can you tell one more time what is YTD? I mean to say,
Year to
what?
till date. The
Okay,
expansion is
year
year to
to
till date.
year
Till
to date.
date.
Okay. Mhm.
Like at any point of time, suppose say you have a target. Okay. For the whole year, you would be having the target. Now, when you complete the business up to April or May, how much you have completed from the target? You want to know that. So that you can go for this cumulative value or running total, and it will be giving you that this much we have achieved and this is yet to be achieved, like that.
Okay.
Now, Ravinder and Snehal is working for you, I guess.
Yes, I'm done.
Sure, very good.
Yes.
Now, once you have done with our YTD, as I told you, this may be my immediate boss would be happy watching the same. लेकिन जब यही डेटा मैनेजमेंट लेवल पे जाएगा, we need the data in terms of percentage. तो चलिए एक नया कॉलम बनाते हैं YTD percentage. ठीक है। अभी इसका फॉर्मूला क्या होगा, देखो इसका फॉर्मूला बहुत ही सिंपल है, कुछ ज्यादा कुछ नहीं करना है। सीधा जाओ, डेटा को सिलेक्ट करो जो हमने बनाया हुआ है। ओके, फिर
हम्म,
अपने कीबोर्ड में प्रेस करो कंट्रोल आर, फिल राइट।
हम्म,
कंट्रोल आर, फिल राइट। कैन यू सी इमीडिएटली जो वाईटीडी कॉलम का फॉर्मूला था वही कॉलम बस रेप्लिकेट हुआ, लेकिन सेल रेफरेंसेस ऑटोमेटिकली चेंज भी हो गए, लेकिन डेटा हमको चाहिए परसेंटेज में, मिल रहा है डेसिमल्स में। हमको
कंट्रोल
पता है
शिफ्ट 5।
5, go for it, control shift and 5, and automatically this will be giving the result. Now how to know we are in the right track, देखो जब आप दिसंबर का YTD परसेंटेज देखोगे, is it matching with your revenue percentage column total? So
Yes.
we are in the right track again. So this is how people imagine we had only two columns, but this much of task is pending to make our data informative. So going forward, whenever you are presenting any data, think about it and present something like this. And trust me, people would be happy watching the same.
So they would be more happy seeing the percentage or like,
Obviously, one data set is catering all the needs, whoever the target audience, though my
okay.
immediate boss or the management, whoever is looking at, all the data is ready. So I don't need to have a separate report for them. That's what the beauty. 20 questions so far? Anybody? If it is not clear और कोई भी सवाल चल रहा है दिमाग में, पूछ लो आगे बढ़ने से पहले।
For this column, we have used control R, right? So,
Yes,
and then directly all these values came. So it took a sum of the Jan and then the Feb.
right.
But how it took, I couldn't understood.
सी कंट्रोल आर बेसिकली क्या करता है, ये क्लियर हुआ रविंद्र जी?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I'm
हाँ,
not clear with that.
ठीक है, चलो अभी देखते हैं। मान लो मेरे पास यहाँ पे कुछ वैल्यूज हैं
Mhm.
और मान लो मुझे उसको एग्जैक्टली यहाँ पे भी लिखना है, तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, ऐसे सिलेक्ट कर दिया, कंट्रोल आर किया, तो आइडियली
Yes.
वो आ गया। हम आइडियली क्या करते हैं, इसको कॉपी करते हैं ऐसे, फिर जा पे यहाँ पे पेस्ट करते हैं। इसको करने की बजाय सीधा जाओ और सिलेक्ट करो, कंट्रोल आर करो, काम खत्म।
Mhm.
तो कॉपी पेस्ट अलग से दो एक्टिविटी क्यों करना है? तो यहाँ पे
Mhm.
भी वही हमने काम किया। यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया, अभी अगर आप देखोगे वाईटीडी कॉलम में जो था, यहाँ पे वो रेप्लिकेट हुआ। वाईटीडी कॉलम में क्या था, हमने लिया था रेफरेंस किसका, B5 का, ठीक है।
Mhm.
अभी हमने यहाँ पे क्या लिया, C5 का। तो जब हम राइट में गए, B5 चला गया C5 को, ठीक है। होप इट इज क्लियर,
Yeah, yeah.
राइट। सिमिलरली जब फेब में जाएंगे, फेब में हमने क्या किया था, एक सेल लिया था ऊपर का F5 और दूसरा सेल लिया था B6। अगर हम राइट में जाएंगे तो F5 जाएगा कहाँ पे, G5 को, B6 जाएगा C6 को। चलो देखते हैं, F5 गया G5 को और B6 गया C6 को, ठीक है।
Yes.
हाँ, तो कंट्रोल आर वही चीज करता है, जो लेफ्ट में है उसको राइट में वो अप्लाई करता है। सो कंट्रोल आर इज टू फिल राइट, नथिंग एल्स।
मतलब जैसे रविंद्र हम लोग कंट्रोल डी करते हैं ना, एनी मतलब एनी डेटा कॉपी करने के लिए ड्रैग डाउन करने के कंट्रोल डी, वैसे ही वो कंट्रोल आर है। नॉट ओनली न्यूमेरिकल, अगर आप कुछ टाइप भी करोगे, इफ यू वांट दैट सेम डेटा इन दिस अनदर कॉलम, जैसे कि आई और जे है तो जे में चाहिए तो बस कंट्रोल आर करो।
सो आई बिलीव दिस इज क्लियर फॉर एवरीवन जो हमने किया।
यस।
ओके,
Yes.
ओके। नाउ though we have got our data ready people, but this is not ready for dispatch। इसको हम इस हालत में कोई भी लोग के पास भेज नहीं सकते। तो चलिए, पहला काम, जब भी आपके पास मल्टीपल कॉलम होता है, कहीं पे भी कर्सर रखो एंड गो फॉर कंट्रोल A। So that will be selecting your whole data set। ठीक है. Now, first thing first, always give a feel that कि you have got a table in place, and to give that feel, what we do, हम जाते हैं border apply करते हैं. कहाँ से? Home में जाके border मिलता है, यहाँ से all border हम लेते हैं. ये आप माउस का सहारा लेके कर सकते हो, बट आई रिकमेंड गो फॉर ए कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट. कैसे? देखो, डेटा को मैंने सिलेक्ट किया, मैंने ऑल्ट प्रेस किया. जब मैं ऑल्ट प्रेस करता हूँ, क्या होता है, अपने रिबन मेन्यू में ऐसे सब प्री डिफाइंड मेनू ऑप्शंस कीज जो भी बनाए गए हैं, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ने बना के रखा है, उसको दिखता है हमको. तो हमको जाना है होम में. होम के लिए कौन सा की असाइन किया हुआ है? एच. तो मैंने प्रेस किया एच. नाउ अभी हमको जाना है बॉर्डर. बॉर्डर के लिए कौन सा की असाइन किया हुआ है? बी. सो आई प्रेस बी. नाउ मुझे जाना है ऑल बॉर्डर. तो कौन सा की असाइन किया हुआ है? ए. सो दिस इज हाउ ए सिंपल कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट. ऑल्ट, एच फॉर होम, बी फॉर बॉर्डर, ए फॉर ऑल बॉर्डर. तो इस तरह से आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो अपना मेनू रिबन की जो भी है. ठीक है. दिस इज फॉर ऑल बॉर्डर्स. यू नीड टू प्रेस ऑल दिस थिंग्स टुगेदर. एक एक करके करो. पहले ऑल्ट, हाथ उठा दो, फिर एच, निकाल दो हाथ, फिर बी, फिर ए. तो इट्स अप टू यू कि आप कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट्स लेना चाहते हैं या माउस में काम करना पसंद करते हैं. बट आप मुझे अगर सवाल पूछोगे कि प्रभास व्हाट्स योर बेस्ट रिकमेंडेशन, सो डेफिनेटली आई विल से गो फॉर कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट. क्योंकि फॉर्मेटिंग एक ऐसा चीज है, दिन में आप 100 बार करोगे. तो बेटर है नाउ इटसेल्फ यू शुड ट्रेन योरसेल्फ हाउ टू यूज द कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट्स. And in the whole day, at the end of the day, you consolidate, you will be finding minimum 1 year, I mean 1 hour you have saved. Trust me, I can give you that guarantee. Hope it is clear. First thing first. Now, coming back to the next. The latest style of our data presentation, it says that when you have multiple columns, people, the first column should be aligned to the left and rest of the column should be aligned to the center. And to make it center, हम होम में जाके यहाँ से सेंटर अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. नहीं तो कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट भी ले सकते हैं. Alt, H for home, A for alignment, C for center. So what's the keyboard shortcut again? Alt, H, A, and C. Center, alignment. Okay. So I believe all the keyboard shortcuts are working. Any difficulties?
Yes.
Yeah, it's working for me.
Right. Now, डेटा का अलाइनमेंट भी ठीक ठाक हो गया, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. नाउ व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू, वी आर गोइंग टू ब्यूटीफाई द रिपोर्ट आल्सो. क्योंकि दैट इज आल्सो वेरी वेरी एसेंशियल नाउ डेज. क्योंकि लोग देखना चाहते हैं कि आप प्रेजेंटेशन कैसे करते हो. डेटा तो हर कोई बना देगा, लेकिन आपका प्रेजेंटेशन आपको हमेशा अलग रखता है. तो कैसे? देखो, आइडियली कोई भी रिपोर्ट को ब्यूटीफाई करने के लिए हम क्या करते हैं? कुछ कलरफुल एप्लीकेशंस करते हैं. कहाँ से? होम टैब से. हमारे पास दो ऑप्शन है जिसका नाम है फील्ड कलर एंड फॉन्ट कलर. दिस इज हाउ वी डू. यस और नो? कुछ अगर
Yes.
हाईलाइट करना हो कॉलम को, यहाँ से हाईलाइट कर लेते हैं. कोई रो को हाईलाइट करना हो, यहाँ से करते हैं. कोई सेल को हाईलाइट करना हो, यहाँ से करते हैं. तो दिस इज व्हाट आवर होल वर्ल्ड वी बिलीव. बट ट्रस्ट मी, दिस इज नो मोर हैविंग ए चार्म. There are many more beautiful things way beyond we have. Let's go and explore. देखो, मैंने मंथ को सिलेक्ट किया. होम में जाके एक ऑप्शंस मिलता है सेल स्टाइल्स. तो ये कहाँ पे मिलता है? ग्रुप का नाम है स्टाइल. दिस इज कॉल्ड ग्रुप इन एक्सेल रिबन मेन्यू. दिस इज कॉल्ड ग्रुप. ये है अलाइनमेंट ग्रुप, ये है फॉन्ट ग्रुप, ये है क्लिकबोर्ड ग्रुप. उसके अंदर ऑप्शंस, और ये है हमारा रिबन कमांड्स. और पूरा मेनू स्ट्रक्चर को बोलते हैं रिबन मेन्यू. ठीक है. So now we'll go to home, cell styles, and we should choose this theme cell styles, the bottom line, the last row where you can see the high definition background color, something we have, and the font color, which is the high contrast to the background. यहाँ से आप ले सकते हो. Similarly, first row मैंने select किया. Home में जाके cell styles मैंने और एक color pick किया. So we are not making too much of loud in color, but yes, we are giving a smooth and pleasant look, and the report looks nice and clean. Beginning.
Yes.
Right. So ये सब हमने कहाँ पे बनाया? ये सब हमने एक्सेल में बनाया है कि नहीं? लेकिन लोग कहाँ पे डिमांड करेंगे देख के? They will say, Prabhas, why don't you bring the same in PowerPoint? है कि नहीं? This is how people expect. So, since we have made the things better in Excel, hardly we need to struggle in PowerPoint. See the beauty? यहाँ पे देखो मेरे स्क्रीन पे कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं, मैंने डेटा उठाया, कॉपी किया, मैं अपने PowerPoint में गया, and in PowerPoint I don't need to spend any efforts or time over here. I can simply go for right click, paste as an image, and once it is pasted I can just go for diagonal sections to increase over here, and now this data is ready. I can go for simply, and when I'm going to present it to the people, it's a neat and clean presentation. देखो कितना टाइम लगा? बिल्कुल नहीं. तो इसलिए हमेशा एक्सेल में ही चीजें बेहतर बना दो, ताकि कभी भी जरूरत पड़े, चाहे वो पावर पॉइंट हो, वर्ड हो, आउटलुक हो, कहीं पे लेके जाने के लिए आपको कोई तकलीफ ना हो. ठीक है? सो दिस इज हाउ वी हैव अंडरस्टूड पीपल हाउ टू मेक आवर डेटा इंफॉर्मेटिव. कोई सवाल है तो पूछ सकते हैं यहाँ तक.
No, from my side.
Okay. Fine then. So now we are going to discuss how to make our data presentable. So Ravindra and Supriya, any questions from your side before proceeding further?
No, no,
Okay,
I'm clear. Thank you.
ठीक है. चलो. तो अभी हम देखेंगे हाउ टू मेक आवर डेटा प्रेजेंटेबल. थोड़ा अभी प्रेजेंटेशन के ऊपर थोड़ा डीपली ध्यान देंगे. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे वही डेटा है, आप देख सकते हैं पूरा साल का डेटा हमारे पास मौजूद है. नाउ द फर्स्ट थिंग इज हाउ टू मेक इट प्रेजेंटेबल. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू, डेटा के अंदर कहीं पे भी कर्सर रखो और डेटा को सिलेक्ट करो, कंट्रोल ए, and convert your data into table by hitting a keyboard shortcut control T, T for tango, T for table. ठीक है? तो ये
Done.
एक डायलॉग बॉक्स देगा. जब आप ओके करोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली देखो कितना बढ़िया सा फॉर्मेटिंग वो खुद करके दे रहा है हमारे लिए. ऑल्टरनेट रोज हाईलाइट हो रहे हैं, कॉलम हेडर को देखोगे, फिल्टर बटन भी ऐड हुए हैं, बैकग्राउंड कलर भी बहुत बढ़िया सा फिल होके दिखा रहा है, टॉप रो एंड बॉटम रो भी आपका थिक बॉर्डर्स भी है. तो ये सब चीजें एक ही कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट्स में होती हैं, कंट्रोल टी. एंड नाउ अगर आपको फॉर्मेटिंग थोड़ा अलग करना है, अलग सा कलर देखना है, तो यही चीज कहाँ पे मिलता है? होम टैब में एक ऑप्शन है फॉर्मेट एज टेबल. यू कैन गो देयर एंड यू हैव गॉट वेरियस स्टाइल्स, लाइट, मीडियम एंड डार्क, ये सब मिलेंगे. तो डार्क कभी भी मत लेना, क्योंकि जितना डार्क कलर आप यूज करोगे फाइल का साइज उतना बढ़ेगा. तो ऑलवेज बेटर टू गो फॉर लाइट और मीडियम. तो कोई पसंद आता है कलर, वहां से भी आप चेंज कर सकते हो. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट द सेम थिंग लाइक कंट्रोल टी, जो फॉर्मेट एज टेबल है उसका कीबोर्ड शॉर्टकट है कंट्रोल टी. ठीक है? सो नाउ द डेटा इज रेडी. मान लो मैंने ये जो डेटा दिखाया मेरे बॉस को, मेरे बॉस ने काम की तारीफ भी की और कहा, प्रभास आज डेटा कुछ अलग सा ही नजर आ रहा है, कल तक तो ऐसा देखने को नहीं मिल रहा था, अचानक रातों रात कैसे चेंजेस? बॉस ने कुछ ऐसा सवाल किया, तो आप क्या आंसर करोगे?
नहीं, आपका क्लास अटेंड किया है.
ठीक है, बॉस अगर मुझे जानते हैं तो डेफिनेटली ही विल अप्रिशिएट एंड ही विल थैंक मी, बट he doesn't know what he'll say. If I were in your place I will say to boss कि सर Every time I was telling you, please nominate me in the Excel program, but you said always work is there. If you go to the training, who is going to do your work? You never allowed me. But this time you were on the tour. So I utilized the opportunity. There was a training program. I attended, and this is what the outcome. So boss will be also very happy. Okay, so training में कुछ तो मतलब निकल रहा है. So there is a fruitful investment of time, and you will be getting many more training programs, and he will definitely nominate you for the training. So what I'm trying to say is whatever you are learning, do not wait till you complete the practice, then you start implementing. Immediately start implementing in your routine activities and show the difference at your workplace. All right. तो चलिए हमारा रेवेन्यू कॉलम तो बन गया यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी. अभी यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे, मान लो बॉस ने कहा कि प्रवास आपने रेवेन्यू कॉलम बनाए, नो डाउट, लेकिन मुझे ये जानना है कि ये रेवेन्यू कॉलम बनाने के लिए कितना इंसेंटिव हमने पे किया हुआ है. चलिए एक नया कॉलम बनाइए, इंसेंटिव एंड हिट एंटर. कैन यू सी द ब्यूटी? द सेम फॉर्मेट इज बीइंग कैरिड फॉरवर्ड टू द नेक्स्ट कॉलम. तो कभी देखा है कि आप डेटा बनाते हो और टेबल का फॉर्मेट ऑटोमेटिकली वो चलता है? नहीं, हम क्या करते थे, वी यूज टू यूज दिस ऑप्शन कॉल्ड फॉर्मेट पेंटर. इसको बहुत यूज करते थे, है कि नहीं? बट नाउ इट इज नो लॉन्गर रिक्वायर्ड. नाउ कमिंग बैक टू इंसेंटिव. मान लो वी हैव ए यूनिफॉर्म पॉलिसी, ग्लोबल पॉलिसी इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्टेटिंग दैट कि हम जितना बिलिंग करते हैं, रेवेन्यू बनाते हैं या हमने इनवॉइस बनाया हुआ है, out of that 2% uniformly we declare incentive to all the people. Okay, so this is suppose this is assumptions, nothing else. Now having said this, अगर मुझे incentive का calculations करना है तो क्या होगा, देखो पहले इक्वल टू, मैं डेटा उठाऊंगा रेवेन्यू कॉलम से, लेकिन जब मैंने क्लिक किया कुछ इस तरह का फॉर्मेटिंग वो ले रहा है, एट द रेट सिंबल, स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट्स, रेवेन्यू कॉलम, एवरीथिंग. दिस इज द डिफॉल्ट फॉर्मेट ऑफ टेबल. डोंट वरी, डोंट बी पैनिक, नो नीड टू टाइप द होल थिंग ओवर हियर लाइक दिस आल्सो. नाउ multiply. What is the percentage? 2%. The moment I go for 2% over here and the hit moment hit enter, this is going to hit not only the cell but also the entire column. So see, I no need to copy paste the formula. I no need to drag the formula. I no need to go for double click on the fill handle. Can you see your speed is also increasing because of format as table? चलो, तो इंसेंटिव भी बन के आ गया. ठीक है, अभी हम चलेंगे आगे. सपोज मान लो मुझे बनाना है मेरा नेट रेवेन्यू कॉलम. नेट रेवेन्यू कॉलम, चलो इसको लेते हैं. तो फिर से वही फॉर्मेटिंग भी आ गई, कोई दिक्कत नहीं हुई. अभी नेट रेवेन्यू कॉलम का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा, बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स, क्या करना चाहिए, रेवेन्यू माइनस इंसेंटिव. सो विल गो फॉर फॉर्मूला इक्वल टू रेवेन्यू कॉलम, ये ऑटोमेटिक फॉर्मेट लेता ही है, नो वरीज, माइनस incentive columns. And the moment I hit enter, automatically it brings me the entire value. So this is how we got our net revenue column also populated. So we define the formula B24 minus C24. Right? All clear? Data is ready for everyone?
Yes.
Right. Now once the data is ready, जैसे कि हमको पता है डेटा रेडी होने के बाद डेटा तो हो गया, लेकिन उसके अंदर टोटल अभी तक नहीं बना है. देख सकते हैं आप, डेटा में अभी तक टोटल नहीं आया है. तो इस डेटा में टोटल कैसे आएगा, आइडियली हम टोटल मैनुअली बनाते हैं, बट यहाँ पे जरूरत भी नहीं है. देखो टेबल में कहीं पे भी कर्सर रखो, यू कैन सी ऑन योर रिबन टैब एक टेबल डिजाइन या डिजाइन ऐसा कुछ एक्टिवेट हुआ है, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द वर्जन. एक्सट्रीम राइट में देखो, टेबल डिजाइन या डिजाइन कुछ दिख रहा है?
Yes, I could see.
राइट. So within that, you see there's an option called total row, which is not yet selected. Total row. So you got to select this total row. And once you select this checkbox, with immediate effect, you will be finding your total is ready, and that too in the net revenue column. What if I want my revenue column total also? You can simply keep your cursor and see the beauty. There is automatically a drop-down list will be displayed on the screen. Go to the drop-down and you will be finding a list of your formula. तो total के लिए कौन सा formula सही है? We do know that that is called sum. So we can go and select sum formula and this will be going the total. So see the beauty. Everything is there. Only thing is we need to customize according to the need. So that's what the beauty of format as table. कितना काम आपका सब आसान कर दिया उसने.
For me, it's not showing as that table design. Is that because I'm using that
No, no, no.
26?
You will be having design. देखो, you will be having design or options. Something will be there. Next to right. The tab name would be options or design. Something would be there different. But you have to keep your cursor in the table first. Then only it will appear. This is a contextual tab.
Yeah, I do have design, and after that,
Now,
which
in
one?
table design that you have to go for total row.
Yeah, I got it. Yes, got it. Yes, got it. Thank you.
Yep. So this is how people we have understood that how to make use of our table design over here. Now, when you want to send it across to the next level, as I told you, when you have multiple columns, keep your cursor in the column header one and control A. Always give a feel of a table by applying the borders. And to apply the borders, what is the keyboard shortcut?
Alt, then H. The ribbons will have Alt
Right.
H, then B
BA.
and E. Mhm.
Yeah. Alt HBA. Or you can do with the mouse also if you are comfortable, not a problem. Now, once we have done with this, then what we discussed, okay, when you have multiple columns, the first column should be always aligned to the left, the rest of the column should be aligned to the center. And to make it center, we have a keyboard shortcut, Alt
Alt
H
H C.
A C. So do it.
Yes.
Now, once you have done such changes, then as I told you over here, one more problem we have faced is our column headers data is not properly displayed. Some text is missing. So ideally, this is what a common problem we face in our routine activities. Whenever you copy the data from one Excel to other and paste it, you get hash kind of symbols. And we take our mouse pointer, we keep expanding, double click on the column header, all these things we do. And we
Mhm.
are quite addicted in doing that. And that is really consuming a lot of time and very painful. So don't do that. What I suggest is whenever you copy and paste, the data will be selected. Okay, like this. Suppose say I want to select all this data. We need to go for a simple action. What is that? Auto fit of column width. So column adjustment will be happening automatically depending upon the maximum number of characters available in that column. For that, we need to go for one keyboard shortcut, Alt, O for format, C for column, A for auto fit. What is that?
Alt O
Alt, O, C,
C.
A. I write it over here also. Auto fit of column width. Same thing, you can do it with your mouse also. Going to home, we have a format, and there we can go for auto fit of column width. So choice is yours. Whichever it is comfortable for you, you can go for it always.
Prabhas, I have one question.
Mhm.
Like in the business maths, we did some calculations, like for whatever calculations we did in different scenarios. So can this be done in this particular um, by creating this type of table? And can we do this?
Yes, you can do that. But what I suggest is those things you do the conversion of table part at the end while you are presenting the data to the next level. You just do
Mhm.
it at the
Okay,
end.
only to
First,
do presentation. Mhm.
yes. Else, what will be happening? You will be confused. Like, say, take an example. Now you would like to try to do a calculation like equal to, you want to go for this. And suppose incentive percentages vary from month to month. So you'll be having a separate column in Jan, how much percentage you have given incentive, Feb, how much you have given. But when you go and apply the formula equal to this or multiply or divided by this, it will be giving the entire column. Okay, but the
Mhm.
percentage will not be applied uniformly across the entire row items. So there you have to write it in this way, like equal to, I'm taking this cell. Instead of clicking this cell like this, you should type only the cell address, like equal to which cell it is. If you look at column B, row number
B20.
24. So B24. You have to
Okay.
do like this. If you have already converted the data into table or somebody has already created the table and he has sent it across to you, then you have to work for then you have to write this formula in this format. Then it will be applied for all. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. Then now over here, once you have done with this, सब कुछ तो हमने कर दिया लेकिन अभी भी और एक चीज बहुत प्रॉब्लम में है देखो एक चीज हमेशा याद रखो एक्सेल में हर एक डेटा अपने फॉर्मेट से जाना जाता है जैसे कि टाइम शुड बी इन टाइम फॉर्मेट डेट शुड बी इन डेट फॉर्मेट परसेंटेज शुड बी इन परसेंटेज फॉर्मेट सिमिलरली नंबर शुड बी इन नंबर फॉर्मेट चलिए यहाँ पे जो नंबर्स लगे हुए हैं काइंडली सिलेक्ट ओके नाउ नंबर फॉर्मेट होता क्या है यूनिफॉर्मली इन ऑल द प्लेसेस डेसिमल शुड बी देयर and post decimal maximum 2 characters, and before decimal there should be a comma separator or thousand million billion separator should be there, then only it can be classified as a number format, right? Now same thing, if you want to do it at any point of time, we can go for a simple quick keyboard shortcut, control shift 1. Can you see in the numerical 1 exclamatory mark is there? So you should go for this key. So Control Shift and 1 will be helping you to convert any format to number format. Can you see the changes, whatever happens on your screen?
Yes.
So this is how, whenever you want to present your data people, how to present it effectively, we got the basic understanding. Any doubt, any queries? So we have discussed the data presentation sheet stories over. So how to make our data informative, how to make our data presentable. We got that. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I'm good.
Okay.
Could
Ravinder
you
and
please
Supriya?
repeat? Hello, Prabhas. Could
Yeah.
you please repeat the incentive formula?
Incentive. Incentive is simple. You can go for revenue multiplied by 20, I mean 2%.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Fine. So now we have done with our data presence. Now we'll go for our date calculation. Chalo. जो डेटा है पहले उसके बारे में थोड़ा जानकारी दे देता हूँ। सो ध्यान से सुनो। मान लो दीज आर द एम्प्लॉयज वर्किंग इन माय डिपार्टमेंट। ठीक है। मैनेजमेंट ने मुझे एक टास्क दिया, कहा कि प्रभास, हम उन एम्प्लॉय लोगों का डेट ऑफ ज्वाइनिंग आपको भेज रहे हैं। बस उन लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस जो है कंपनी में आज तक, उसका एक कैलकुलेशंस बना के एक रिपोर्ट सबमिट करो। तो अगेन आई रिपीट, date of joining of those employees are there and I need to compute the experience as on date in terms of years, months and days, और मुझे रिपोर्ट बना के मैनेजमेंट को सबमिट करना है। सो होप द आस्क इज क्लियर। क्या करना है पता है, समझ में आ गया?
Yes.
नाउ इफ यू आर इन माय प्लेस, व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग इट विल बी कमिंग टू योर माइंड? काम
First,
मिला।
I change the date of joining because
ओके
31st
रविंद्र,
December 08 जो है,
क्या करना है उसके साथ?
like okay, it's just like I'll make it to 31st 12 and then 2008 that way.
जरूरत नहीं, दिस इज आल्सो डेट फॉर्मेट ओनली, दैट्स व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू राइट, वी डिस्कस्ड ओवर हियर। कंट्रोल शिफ्ट 3 जो हमने किया, यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, दिस इज ऑल्सो डेट फॉर्मेट ओनली, सो डोंट वरी वरीड कि हाँ टेक्स्ट में है तो मतलब इसका मतलब ये डेट में नहीं है। दिस इज अ डेट ओनली। यू लुक एट द फॉर्मूला पर, देखो क्या दिखा रहा है।
Yeah, upper में address पर में वही है, right?
राइट,
Data should be in table format.
डेटा शुड बी इन टेबल फॉर्मेट। ओके, क्यों रविंद्र जी?
Now we'll
Already.
convert it into a table format so that whatever the detailing or how to do, I mean, it will be easier when it is in the tabular format.
ओके, तो आप पहले टेबल में कन्वर्ट कर देंगे, आप जो बोल रहे हो।
Yes.
5 मिनट पहले वही चीजें हमने डिस्कस किया कि अगर आप खुद बना रहे हो, डू नॉट एवर इमीडिएटली गो फॉर टेबल फॉर्मेट एंड डू द एप्लीकेशन। पहले सब फॉर्मूला बना दो, बाद में एंड में फॉर्मूला जो सब लगा हुआ है उसको टेबल में कन्वर्ट करो, नहीं तो आपको फॉर्मूला बनाने में दिक्कत होगी।
Okay.
ठीक है, तो उसको पहले नहीं बनाना। ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया। सो थैंक्स फॉर योर रिस्पॉन्सेस, बट इफ आई वर इन योर प्लेस, यू नो फर्स्ट थिंग व्हाट इट विल बी कमिंग टू माय माइंड, आई विल बी आस्किंग ए क्वेश्चन टू माई सेल्फ, इज इट माई जॉब? ये एक्सपीरियंस निकालने का काम किसका है?
HR का।
तो मैं तो यहाँ पे ऑपरेशन में हूँ, मैं यहाँ पे लॉजिस्टिक में हूँ, मैं यहाँ पे फिनांस में हूँ। इंडक्शन प्रोसेस के टाइम पे तो बोला नहीं गया था कि आपको ऐसा भी काम मिलेगा और करना है, लेकिन अचानक से मैनेजमेंट ने ये काम दे दिया। ठीक है, काम तो आया, बट कैन वी आस्क अ रिटर्न क्वेश्चन टू द मैनेजमेंट दैट इज इट माय जॉब? वी कांट। So
No.
suppose it has been asked to us, we have to give the result, and that too in pinpoint accuracy also should be there, क्योंकि डेट की बात है। एक दिन कम या ऊपर भी हुआ तो प्रॉब्लम आएगा। तो चलिए इस चीज को कैसे हैंडल किया जाए। टेक्निकली टू हैंडल दिस सिचुएशन पीपल, देयर आर मल्टीपल वेज। ठीक है, बट सवाल यहाँ पे आता है अबाउट द एक्यूरेसी। एट द एंड ऑफ द डे व्हेन यू आस्क देम, जो भी फॉर्मूला उन्होंने बनाया, फंक्शन बनाया, जो भी टूल्स का सहारा लिया, आप अगर पूछोगे आर यू कॉन्फिडेंट व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, आर यू कॉन्फिडेंट ऑफ योर आंसर, दे विल सरेंडर। क्या बोलेंगे? भाई आपने कहा, हमने बना दिया, बट यू हैव टू चेक एटलीस्ट टेकिंग सम रैंडम। तो फिर फायदा है क्या? जो लोग बना रहे हैं वो खुद ही कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं है, तो उनके फॉर्मूला पे के ऊपर कैसे भरोसा किया जा सकता है कि नहीं? तो इसलिए यहाँ पे दोस्तों एक ही बात मैं बताऊंगा, देर इज ओनली वन वे आउट to get your answer with 100% accuracy is by using a hidden formula of Excel जिसका नाम है date if। क्या है? Date if। This is a hidden formula. Since 1985 till 2021 or Office 365, this formula is hidden। और क्यों हाइड करके रखा गया है? Because this formula is coming as a add-in in Microsoft Office package. And to prove that this is a hidden formula, I'll show you something। देखो, अभी तक जो फॉर्मूला हमने सीखा, जो भी फॉर्मूला, चाहे वो ई डेट हो, सम प्रोडक्ट हो, स्मॉल लार्ज कोई भी ले लो, तो जब हम टाइप करते हैं इट गिव्स मी सम काइंड ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन कि ये ई डेट फॉर्मूला क्या है। और जब मैं टैब यूज करता हूँ, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एक्सेल मुझे हेल्प भी कर रहा है कि हाउ टू राइट दिस फॉर्मूला। Whereas if I go for date diff, do you see any kind of helping hand or instructions given by Microsoft?
No.
देख लो,
No.
बिल्कुल नहीं, because this is a hidden formula. But trust me, there is a formula. And since it is a hidden formula, instructions are not visible. We have to work together. तो चलो मिलके करते हैं. Keep your cursor below to the year and type the formula equal to date diff. Make sure you are typing your spelling properly. DATEDIF. Now, how to start with? Any date formula, remember, it starts with a start date. तो हमारे हिसाब से start date कौन सा है? Date of joining, comma. फिर क्या पूछा? Next input, we are not clear. कभी भी आपको डिफरेंस निकालनी है, डेट डिफरेंस मतलब दो डेट के अंदर डिफरेंस निकालनी है. एक डेट मिल गया, स्टार्ट डेट. नेक्स्ट इनपुट क्या होना चाहिए? एंड डेट. तो
Today's
हमारे
date.
हिसाब से एंड डेट क्या होना चाहिए? कब तक
Today's
हमको
date.
निकालना है? एक्सपीरियंस.
Today's.
सो टू ब्रिंग टुडेज डेट वी हैव ए रेडीमेड फॉर्मूला जिसका नाम है टुडे. तो हमको एक अलग सा कॉलम बना के आज का डेट डालने की जरूरत नहीं. वी कैन डायरेक्टली टेक दिस फॉर्मूला टुडे. एंड टुडे फॉर्मूला वी नो द बेसिक जॉब इज, हमारे सिस्टम के बॉटम राइट कॉर्नर में जो डेटा है उसको वो डेट की तरह यहाँ पे बना के इस्तेमाल करता है, कमा. फिर तीसरा इनपुट, कौन से कॉलम में हम अपना डिफरेंस निकालने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं? ईयर कॉलम. तो एक काम करो, एक ब्लैंक सेल ऊपर का ले लो, ईयर के ऊपर का एक ब्लैंक सेल ले लो, ब्रैकेट क्लोज करो. एंड फॉर्मूला जब आप एंटर करोगे आपको ये एरर देगा. नो डाउट एरर मिला. एरर क्यों आया? क्योंकि हमारा तीसरा इनपुट जो है एक ब्लैंक सेल को लगा हुआ है. तो चलिए ये ब्लैंक सेल में चलते हैं और वहां पे टू रिप्रेजेंट आवर ईयर वी कैन गो फॉर सिंपली वाई. ये हमने डिस्कस किया था टेक्स्ट फॉर्मूला के वक्त. डी डी एम एम वाई वाई, एम एम डी डी वाई वाई. डी स्टैंड्स फॉर डे, एम स्टैंड्स फॉर मंथ, वाई स्टैंड्स फॉर ईयर. This is already predefined by Microsoft and it is called as a text operator of Excel. तो हमने दिया, आंसर मिला. तो भले ही डेट डिफ एक हिडन फॉर्मूला है, इसको कैसे बनाते हैं हमको पता चला. एनी डिफिकल्टीज एनीबॉडी?
No. Like while I'm tracking, it's not taking. It's giving me a number wala
Don't
error.
worry, don't worry, don't worry. You got the first one, right?
Yes, first one I got it.
Fine. So let's stop there. We'll work together. Don't worry. So, though dead if is a hidden formula, we got the understanding how to write it. Now, let's go for making a hands-on practice for finding the answer for month and day also. लेकिन month के लिए क्या ले सकते हैं? M जैसे कि हमने बात किया, और day के लिए हम D ले सकते हैं. ठीक है? फॉर्मूला को ड्रैग मत करना, फिर से फॉर्मूला बनाओ. मंथ में जाके फिर से फॉर्मूला टाइप करो. डोंट ड्रैग इट और डोंट कॉपी पेस्ट. मेक ए प्रैक्टिस बिकॉज दिस इज ए हिडन फॉर्मूला. तो डेट ऑफ ज्वाइनिंग हमारा पहला था, कमा टुडे फॉर्मूला हमने लिया, कमा एक्सेल ऑपरेटर हमने यूज किया. तो ये आया 178. Similarly, going to the day equal to date div. Start date is date of joining, comma, end date is today's date, comma, Excel operator. Over here, we got the answer. So kindly confirm, did you receive the same?
Yes, received.
Right. Now, just look at my screen. Can we express this employee's experience in this format like 14 years, 178 months, 5,435 days? Is it a right way to express it? What's it?
Mhm.
बिल्कुल नहीं.
No.
तो फिर ये है क्या? These are nothing but individual component-wise differences, like year-wise 14, month-wise 178, day-wise 5,435. If you want to cross check also, I'll immediately just show you on the screen. देखो, अगर हम देखना चाहते हैं today's date से मैंने निकाला हमारा date of joining को और उसने एक आंसर दिया, and this is the same what we have achieved over here. Can you see? It is matching.
Hmm.
तो भले ही डेट डिफ एक हिडन फॉर्मूला है, बट इट इज गिव्स सम सॉर्ट ऑफ रिजल्ट्स ओवर हियर, इतना तो कंफर्म हो गया। लेकिन जो आउटपुट बना है, वी कैन नॉट एक्सप्रेस आवर डेटा इन दिस फॉर्मेट। और द अदर वे इफ यू डिस्कस मंथ कॉलम में 178 मंथ्स हैं, अगर मैं आपको पूछूं एक सिंपल सा सवाल, हमको पता है व्हेन एवर द नंबर ऑफ मंथ रीचेस टू 12 इट बिकम्स 1 ईयर। और अगर मैं आपको सवाल करूं कि 178 मंथ्स में कितने पूरे साल हैं, हाउ मेनी कंप्लीट इयर्स आर देयर, तो आप क्या करोगे? एक बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स equal to 178 divided by 12. Do you agree?
Hmm.
Now this is going to give me some result 14.83 and all. What is this 14 stands for? Nothing but year. तो
Hmm.
14 साल तो हमने दे दिया ऑलरेडी ईयर कॉलम में, उसको फिर से कैसे मंथ में दिखा सकते हैं? बिल्कुल नहीं। तो मंथ में कितना आना चाहिए? 0.833 एंड ऑल, है कि नहीं? तो इसके लिए क्या करना है, देखो सिंपल सा अपना एक्सेल ऑपरेटर जो है एम, उसके बदले टाइप कर लो वाई एम। वाई एम स्टैंड्स फॉर ईयर टू मंथ। दिस इज ऑल्सो प्री डिफाइंड। नाउ सी द ब्यूटी, entire 14 years has been removed and balance left over. The incomplete months in a complete year is being displayed. Similarly, instead of D for day, you can go for MD, month to date, the incomplete days in a complete month. Now it is going to give you a perfect expression stating that 14 years, 10 months, 18 days. Hope it is clear.
So along with formula, this Y, YM and MD is that is also very important.
Yes. सी, अगर आप यहाँ पे ऊपर लिखना नहीं चाहते हैं, देन यू कैन राइट इन द फॉर्मूला इटसेल्फ इन D4 के जगह विद इन टू
Hmm.
डबल इन्वर्टेड कोड वाई आप लिख सकते थे। लेकिन मैं
Okay.
यहाँ पे ऊपर क्यों लिख रहा हूँ, उसके पीछे भी वजह है, आपको पता चल जाएगा नेक्स्ट 5 मिनट्स में। लेकिन यहाँ तक आपको क्लियर हुआ कि भले
Yeah.
डेट डिफेक्ट हिडन फॉर्मूला है, हाउ टू राइट इट एंड व्हाट इज द यूसेज ऑफ टुडे फॉर्मूला एंड व्हाट इज द यूसेज ऑफ वाई, वाई एम एंड एम डी टू रिप्रेजेंट आवर ईयर, ईयर टू मंथ एंड मंथ टू डेट रेस्पेक्टिवली। So, Sneho, clear?
Yes.
Okay. Supriya?
Yes, yes, all good.
Okay, great. Now just have a look. जब हमको पता है कि एक एम्प्लॉय का आंसर आ गया, तो बाकी को हमको अप्लाई करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं, हम पूरा सिलेक्ट करके डबल क्लिक कर सकते हैं फिल हैंडल में, और हमारा प्रॉब्लम शुरू हो गया। क्यों? देखो, जो हमारा पहला एरर है ईयर कॉलम में, जब मैं इसको देखता हूँ, जब मैंने फॉर्मूला नीचे कॉपी किया, मेरा डेट ऑफ ज्वाइनिंग नीचे गया C6 टू C7, देखो, इज इट मूविंग? लेकिन उसके साथ साथ क्या हुआ, मेरा जो ईयर वाला ऑपरेटर था वाई, D4, वो भी चला गया D5 को, जिसकी वजह से तकलीफ आई। और ये प्रॉब्लम हमेशा से है, और हम भी पहले जो बिजनेस मैथ्स में हम देखते थे स्मॉल और लार्ज में, उसको हमने ठीक किया था। तो अभी क्या करना है, कैसे ठीक करना है, देखो, पूरा का पूरा सॉल्यूशन लेना है, ओपन करना है फॉर्मूला। कौन सा चीज दिक्कत दे रहा है? D4 वाला। D4 वाला नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए, तो D4 में कर्सर रख के लॉक कर दो। लॉक कैसे करते हैं? F4।
F4.
फॉर्मूला एक ही सेल में रेक्टिफाई हुआ, लेकिन पूरे रेंज में अप्लाई करना है, हमने सीखा है, कंट्रोल एंटर।
Correct.
सिमिलरली मंथ में जाएंगे, क्या नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए? E4 नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए, लॉक करेंगे, कंट्रोल एंटर। डे में कौन सा चीज नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए? F4, उसको लॉक करेंगे, कंट्रोल एंटर। तो आपका फॉर्मूला कुछ इस तरह से दिखेगा, चेक कर लो।
Hello. Mhm.
It's working.
Right.
I'll take
So
D4 and then D4 के बीच में I need to press F4 or like how?
it's not necessary that you should insert between D and 4. It may be before D or after 4 also, no problem, but it should be in that cell reference anyway.
Okay, is the second वाला answer is it coming 14 only?
Yes.
7 का okay okay then fine. मुझे लगा वही
Hmm.
copy paste हुआ है fine.
तो इस तरह से डेट डिफ वाला फॉर्मूला इस्तेमाल करके यू कैन फाइंड आउट द डिफरेंस बिटवीन टू सेट ऑफ डेट्स. यू कैन कैलकुलेट समवन्स एजिंग और यू कैन कैलकुलेट समवन्स experience. You can calculate difference in terms of span of the entire activity. Anything you can compute like this. Hope this is clear whatever we did.
Mhm.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, रविंद्र जी क्या लगता है आपको? चलो ठीक है, मैं फिर से वही सवाल पूछता हूँ, थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनो. हाँ
Prabhaji, just one topic, one point.
हाँ
Here, this
हाँ.
year, month, and day, it is coming in separate columns. So instead of that, maybe can we have in uh, maybe one column like year, month, date, like something like that, or
We cannot get it in one column because there are three different concepts we are just putting it across. But if you want, you can combine them. Like you have to go for is
okay,
equal to this, then you have to go for ampersand, that is a and symbol. And what do you want? Years, right? So you have to write like this, years. Then again, you have to go to ampersand and then taking your month. And again, ampersand, you have to type in months, months. And again, ampersand, taking the data over here, and you should go for again ampersand symbol, that is and symbol, and you should write over here this. तो ऐसा आपको अलग सा एक फॉर्मूला बनाना पड़ेगा. तो अभी आपको एक ही
okay,
डेटा आ जाएंगे.
okay, yeah, thanks.
राइट. चलो, यहाँ पे जो हमने किया दोस्तों, जरा फोकस करो. जैसे कि मैंने एक सवाल पूछा, आर यू हैप्पी डूइंग दिस? हमारे स्नेहल एंड सुप्रिया दोनों ने कहा कि यस वी आर हैप्पी. Now, I'm asking the same question again, but in a different way. देखो, going to each and every column, editing the formula, locking the cell for three different column, three different times. Are you comfortable doing the same?
No.
तो जब हम खुद कंफर्टेबल नहीं हैं, क्या लगता है आपको? क्या एक्सेल कभी ऐसा सजेस्ट करेगा काम ऐसा करो बोल के?
No.
बिल्कुल नहीं. इतना सा बढ़िया टूल है, पिछले 4 डेकेड से पूरा वर्ल्ड को रूल कर रहा है, तो कभी भी ऐसा सजेस्ट करेगा? बिल्कुल नहीं करेगा. तो चलिए, जो हमने किया दोस्तों, ये आज से हम बंद करेंगे क्योंकि ये हमारे एक्सपर्ट सब सजेस्ट करेंगे कि काम ऐसा करो. तो ऐसा नहीं करना है. तो क्या नहीं करना है वो हमको पता चला. सो काइंडली सिलेक्ट द एंटायर येलो कलर्ड सेल सॉल्यूशन एरिया एंड डिलीट इट.
What's this? New formula. Mhm.
नाउ एज वी डेवलप द प्रैक्टिस, व्हाट यू नीड टू डू फर्स्ट, वो एरिया को सिलेक्ट करो जहां पे फॉर्मूला बनानी है. ठीक है. नाउ लीव योर माउस, लीव योर टच पैड एंड गो फॉर इक्वल टू डेट डिफ. बनाओ फॉर्मूला.
Dated if okay.
No, no, it's not dated if. That is what the wrong pronunciation. It is a date related family function. So you should read it as date diff. Date, take a pause, diff.
Okay, date and then diff. Date
Yes.
diff.
Right. Now, the first input is our start date. तो start date हमने लिया. वहां पे वेट करो और देखो, थोड़ा समझो कॉन्सेप्ट को. हमने जब स्टार्ट डेट लिया, उसने एक सेल एड्रेस लिया C6. C6 में C का रोल क्या है? कॉलम. डू यू एग्री? C6 में C का रोल क्या है? Is it a column?
Yes,
Now, what is the role of 6? 6 is a row, right?
true.
तो यही फॉर्मूला जब हम नीचे कॉपी करेंगे, C6 will go to C7. Do you agree with that movement?
Yes,
Again, further when we move down, it will go to C8, C9, C10, C11 like this.
Yeah.
Now, when I see the movement, which one sounds common? C5, C6, C7, C8, C9, which one sounds common?
C is common.
So we have understood our data is moving, but moving within a column. एक ही column के अंदर ही move हो रहा है कि नहीं? तो यहाँ पे पूरे सेल को लॉक करने की बजाय सिर्फ कॉलम को लॉक करना है. And to lock only the column, we need to bring the dollar symbol before column. And to bring the dollar symbol before column, we need to hit our F4 key 3 times. We need to hit our F4 key thrice. Just hit it and see. There is only one dollar symbol before C. Confirm. Right?
Yeah.
तो इसको हम बोलते हैं column constant or column freeze or column lock. So when I copy this formula towards down, C6 will go to C7 क्योंकि रो फ्री है. बट यही फॉर्मूला जब राइट में मैं कॉपी करूंगा, C6 will never go to D6 क्योंकि कॉलम लॉक हो चुका है. तो ये सेटअप हमारा मिसिंग था, हमने दिया कॉमा. दूसरा इनपुट एंड डेट इज आवर टुडे फॉर्मूला, डाल दो. This doesn't need any kind of locking क्योंकि default nature of today formula is whichever the cell it goes, it will generate today's date only. इसका और कोई काम नहीं है, तो इसको कोई लॉकिंग की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है, कॉमा डाल दो. फिर बात आई किसकी? गोइंग टू आवर एक्सेल ऑपरेटर. कौन सा सेल है? D4 में. तो थोड़ा यहाँ पे रुकते हैं, डिस्कस करते हैं. देखो, जब ये फॉर्मूला हम बना रहे हैं, यही फॉर्मूला जब नीचे कॉपी करेंगे, D4 वाला सेल नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए. डू यू एग्री?
हम्म.
लेकिन जब फॉर्मूला राइट में कॉपी करेंगे, D4 E4 में जाना चाहिए ताकि y की जगह पे ym को मूवमेंट करेगा और मंथ का कैलकुलेशंस बनेगा. जब फर्दर राइट में कॉपी करेंगे, ym शुड गो टू MD एंड कैलकुलेट आवर डे रिजल्ट्स. सो D4 should not go to D5, but D4 should go to E4. So यहाँ पे D4, E4, F4, which one sounds common?
4.
सो व्हाट इज 4? 4 इज द रो. तो अभी हमको समझ में आया कि हमारा डेटा जो है एक रो के अंदर मूव कर रहा है, रुक नहीं रहा है, मूव कर रहा है. बट इट इज मूविंग विद इन ए रो. सो जब रो के अंदर ही मूव हो रहा हो, तो पूरे सेल को लॉक करने की बजाय सिर्फ रो को लॉक करना पड़ेगा. और रो को लॉक करने के लिए रो से पहले हमको एक डॉलर सिंबल लगाना पड़ेगा. एंड टू ब्रिंग द डॉलर सिंबल बिफोर रो नंबर, F4 twice, F4 2 times, and that makes our row constant, row freeze और row lock. ये सेटअप मिसिंग था. ब्रैकेट क्लोज करो. फॉर्मूला हमने रेडी किया एक ही सेल में, लेकिन पूरे रेंज में अप्लाई करना है. एक शॉर्टकट हमने सीखा, क्या था वो?
Control enter.
Go for it and see the beauty. With one shot, entire whole table, the formula will be ready. This is how ideally we should design the formula in Excel. ठीक है, तो create the formula जैसे हमने बनाया. Is it clear? Any doubt? Any queries? Right? Can I take that? Everybody's clear what we did? Any difficulties or any questions?
Mhm.
No.
Sure. Now, so we have done with our date calculation, people. Okay. So taking your live data, keep practicing about this dollar per month usage so that you can save your time. You can avoid the duplication of work over there while working. Now we'll go to our next sheet, naming called goal sick. So we are going to discuss about a data analytical tool of our Microsoft Excel जिसका नाम है goal sick. चलिए. So before proceeding further with the topic, I would like to take your opinion. जब हम कॉर्पोरेट में काम करते हैं दोस्तों, आपको क्या लगता है? Decision making is a important task or not?
Yes, it is.
Right. और उसके ऊपर भी on top of that, right time में right decision अगर नहीं लिया, तो we have to face lot of consequences. ये भी आप agree करते हो?
Mhm.
बिल्कुल. तो इसलिए कुछ चीजें being a leader, being a supervisor, being a manager or being a owner of that particular data, if you do not take the decision immediately, you have to face a lot of challenges or consequences, or you will be questioned, or there will be a question mark about your productivity or efficiency as well. This is what the whole scenario in the corporate world, and that's the truth. So we are going to discuss something about that only. So I have taken a beautiful example like a payroll or salary slip data. So everyone is going to connect with that because everyone works with salary. कोई
Mhm.
कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री काम कर रहा है?
No.
बिल्कुल नहीं. तो चलिए, यहाँ पे हमने लिया है बेसिक 40,000 है. DA 20% of the basic. You can see a formula driven cell. HRA 50% of the basic. Again, it is a formula driven. Medical allowance 15,000 है, वो fix है. Uniform allowance 12,000. This is also fixed. Monthly CTC is nothing but summation of all the above values, and that's also formula driven. And annual CTC is nothing but monthly CTC multiplied by 12. एक simple formula driven हमने डेटा बनाया. देख लो फॉर्मूला, कोई दिक्कत है समझने में पूछ लो. इज इट क्लियर जो फॉर्मूला हमने बना के रखा हुआ है?
Mhm.
राइट. बट डोंट गो विद द फिगर्स कि हाँ यूनिफॉर्म अलाउंस इतना कैसे मिल रहा है, मेडिकल अलाउंस 15,000 कैसा है. डोंट ट्राई टू कोरिलेट विथ योर सैलरी स्लिप. ओके, दिस इज जस्ट ए हाइपोथेटिकल फिगर्स. तो चलो अभी एक सिचुएशन बनाते हैं. मान लो हमारे रविंद्र जी के टीम में, ठीक है, एक रिसोर्स की जरूरत है. तो वो किसको अप्रोच करेंगे?
HR को.
डेफिनेटली जो हमारी रिक्रूटमेंट टीम संभाल रही है उनको अप्रोच करेंगे. तो मान लो हमारी रिक्रूटमेंट टीम संभाल रही है हमारी स्नेहल जी. तो स्नेहल जी आप सुन रहे हैं?
Yes.
राइट. तो रविंद्र जी ने स्नेहल जी को अप्रोच किया और कहा कि स्नेहल, आई नीड ए कैंडिडेट. दिस शुड बी द जॉब रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, दिस मच ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस शुड बी देयर, दिस मच ऑफ एकेडमिकल क्वालिफिकेशन. तो जो भी ज्वाइनिंग डिटेल्स वगैरह सब कुछ उन्होंने बता दिया. तो उसके हिसाब से स्नेहल जी हमारे काम पे लग गई. So she started watching or working out with different portals, job monster or Naukri or LinkedIn. जो जो options था उन्होंने सब पूरा छान लिया and she got or filtered a candidate's profile. And who is that? Suppose हमारी सुप्रिया जी, उनका प्रोफाइल आया. तो अभी सुप्रिया जी का प्रोफाइल रविंद्र जी के पास जाएगा. And being a team leader, Ravindra has to take the final interview and he has to take a call whether to hire Supriya or not. This is the whole scenario. ठीक है? Hope the situation is clear.
Yes.
चलो. तो
Yeah.
अभी सुप्रिया जी का जब प्रोफाइल आया, हमारे रविंद्र जी ने सवाल करना शुरू किया और सुप्रिया एक एक सवाल का बढ़िया से आंसर दिए. तो रविंद्र जी भी खुश हो गए एंड ही डिसाइडेड दैट आई गॉट माय कैंडिडेट. बट ऐसा खाली सोचने से थोड़ी ना होता है. बात आके कहाँ पे रुकती है? कॉम्पेंसेशन के पार्ट, लेन देन भी बात कर देते हैं. तो इस जॉब रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज रोल के लिए हमारे रविंद्र जी ने ऑफर दिया 11,40,000 का। ठीक है।
Mhm.
सुप्रिया इज नॉट हैप्पी विद दैट ऑफर एंड रविंद्र ऑल्सो कुड मेक आउट फ्रॉम हर फेस। तो रविंद्र जी ने एक कंफर्ट जोन दिया सुप्रिया को, कहा कि सुप्रिया इफ यू हैव सम एक्सपेक्टेशंस प्लीज स्पीक अप सो वी कैन वर्क आउट सम विन विन सिचुएशन। तो जब मौका मिला सुप्रिया जी ने भी नहीं छोड़ा। तो सुप्रिया जी ने क्या कहा कि रविंद्र इफ यू आर गोइंग टू ऑफर मी 14 lakhs instead of 11 lakhs 40,000 I am ready to join in a day or two। तो अभी रविंद्र जी के सामने एक सवाल है कि ये जो सैलरी डिमांड कर रही है सुप्रिया, अगर उन्होंने उसको एक्सेप्ट किया तो सैलरी का स्ट्रक्चर क्या होगा? पहला सवाल, पहला प्रॉब्लम। ओके, इसको थोड़ा होल्ड पे रखते हैं। इंटरनली हमारे रविंद्र जी को मैनेजमेंट ने एक ऑलरेडी पावर अथॉरिटी दे के रखा है कि रविंद्र salary is not a bar. If you get a good candidate, please accept whatever the demand, but remember basic should not exceed 60,000। मैनेजमेंट ने अथॉरिटी तो दे दी, एक कैपिंग भी लगा के साथ में रख दिया कि भले ही सैलरी का स्ट्रक्चर जो भी हो बट बेसिक सैलरी 60,000 से ऊपर नहीं जाना चाहिए। तो रविंद्र जी के पास और एक अभी प्रॉब्लम आ गया कि उनको एक्सेप्ट करते वक्त ये भी देखना है कि बेसिक 60,000 के ऊपर जा रहा है या उसके अंदर लिमिट में रह रहा है, तभी जाके वो डिसाइड कर सकते हैं। तो having said all these things, now to take a decision for Ravindra to hire Supriya or not, कितना टाइम लगता है हमको, क्या करते हैं इस सिचुएशन पे, मैं बताता हूँ आपको। आइडियली हम क्या करते हैं, हम आधा घंटा 1 घंटा टाइम बाय करते हैं कैंडिडेट से। हम बोलते हैं प्लीज बी सीटेड इन अवर लॉबी और रिसेप्शन, विल गेट बैक टू यू इन 1 hour टाइम। डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
Mhm. Correct.
तो हम ये आधा घंटा, पौना घंटा या 1 घंटा क्या करते हैं, हम अपने वर्क स्टेशन में आते हैं and we start playing around with our data, taking different combinations so that we'll be finding the final output matching with the best options। like कैसा करते हैं, जैसे कि मैनेजमेंट ने दिया है कैपिंग 60,000, तो मैं अगर वहां पे होता मैं बेसिक जाके पहले 60,000 चेक करता, क्या मेरा लिमिट उसके से आगे जा रहा, हाँ तो मैं सेफ हूँ, मतलब मैं दे सकता हूँ, सुप्रिया ने जो डिमांड किया मैं दे सकता हूँ, लेकिन फिटमेंट कैसा होगा, तो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता मैं कम करूंगा। 57,000 थोड़ा नजदीक आया, 56,000 और थोड़ा नजदीक आएगा, तो एनुअल सीटीसी को देखो, फिर मैं जाऊंगा 55,000। तो जब तक ये 14 लाख नहीं बन जाते हैं आई शुड कीप ट्राइंग विद डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द बेसिक वैल्यू। डू यू ऑल अग्री?
Mhm. Yes.
Yes.
एंड यही काम हम करते हैं, वही जो आधा घंटा 1 घंटा में। ठीक है, हम जो करते हैं कोई गलत भी नहीं है, बहुत सही है ना। थोड़ा सिचुएशन को समझो। सपोज our friend Supriya, she is sitting in the lobby and she has got one more job interview scheduled in the neighborhood company। उनको मेरे नजदीक वाले कंपनी ने भी बुलाया हुआ है। तो उन्होंने सोचा कि 1 घंटा यहाँ पे बैठे बर्बाद करने की बजाय let me just check out if that interviewer is ready, recruiter is ready, so I can finish the interview in same time। तो कोई भी सोचेगा, इनफैक्ट इफ आई वर इन हिज प्लेस आल्सो, हर प्लेस आई वुड बी थिंकिंग लाइक दैट। तो वो वहां पे गई, इंटरव्यू अटेंड किया और उनका डिमांड वहां पे उनके जो रिक्रूटर थे वो एक्सेप्ट कर लिए। तो सुप्रिया जी, क्या आप फिर से वापस आओगे रविंद्र जी के साथ नेगोशिएट करने के लिए?
Yes, I'll tell them that they are offering me 14. Now you give me a hike on that 14. If ready, I'm ready to join.
तो आपको क्या लगता है, आप ऐसा करोगे, ये सही है?
That's correct. I have not offer like I have not accepted anyone else's offer.
तो वहां पे आप क्या बोलोगे?
I do have another offer in my hand. I need time to negotiate. Like I
ओके,
need time to think.
तो आपको लगता है कि आप सही जा रहे हो? See,
Ethically not correct.
यहाँ पे 14 lakhs आपका डिमांड था, यहाँ पे नहीं मिला, वहां पे वो बंदे ने एक्सेप्ट किया, फिर भी आपको और इच्छा है। सी आई डू अंडरस्टैंड, दिल मांगे मोर, वी नो दैट वेरी वेल, बट टू मच ऑफ ग्रीड इज ऑल्सो नॉट गुड, राइट? सपोज मान
Mm,
लो वहां पे भी किसी और ने जॉब ले लिया, यहाँ पे रविंद्र के पास पावर नहीं है 14 lakhs एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए, तो आपका तो पूरा जॉब ही चला गया,
mm,
अपॉर्चुनिटी चली गई, है कि नहीं? So technically, if anywhere in your place also, see that's about self-choice. I'm not forcing you to do that. But if I were in your place, ideally what people they do, if that things is accepted in the other place, they immediately go for yes.
mm.
तो मान लो हमारे सुप्रिया ने वहां पे एक्सेप्ट कर ली और वहां पे वो वापस नहीं आए, तो रविंद्र जी क्या हुआ? आपने एक अच्छा कैंडिडेट खो दिया। डू यू एग्री?
Yes.
और जो स्नेहल ने बैकएंड पे इतना सारा टाइम देके सुप्रिया का प्रोफाइल जो फिल्टर आउट करने में जितना एफर्ट्स लगाया था, दैट आल्सो गॉन इन वेन।
Yeah.
और जितना लीड टाइम आपको मिला था ये गैप को फिल करने के लिए अपने टीम में, नाउ यू विल बी क्वेश्चन बाय द मैनेजमेंट, आपका टीम का परफॉर्मेंस डिग्रेड क्यों हो रहा है? व्हाई डोंट यू फिल दैट गैप? व्हाई यू आर टेकिंग दैट मच ऑफ लीड टाइम? तो वहां पे यू विल बी आंसरेबल। तो ये सब कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस है, क्योंकि हमने वहां पे आधा घंटा पौना घंटा लेके जो सुप्रिया को बिठाया अपने लॉबी में, उसके लिए अपना सब ये भरपाई करना पड़ रहा है कि नहीं? तो अगर मान लो वही सिचुएशन पे जब सुप्रिया ने डिमांड किया यस और नो, अगर एक ही झटके में एक ही मिनट में हम आंसर दे देते, वी शुड नॉट हैव रिग्रेटेड फॉर दिस।
Yes.
So that's what we are going to do now. If you want to take a decision immediately then and there, how to make use of this goal seek tool over there and how this is going to help us, we are going to explore that. So goal seek, ये जो ऑप्शन है कहाँ पे मिलता है पहले देखो। अगर हम डेटा मेन्यू पे जाएंगे दोस्तों, एक व्हाट इफ एनालिसिस वाला ग्रुप है जिसमें गोल सीक मिलता है, चेक कर लो। एबल टू नेविगेट? राइट।
Yes.
लेकिन गोल सीक यूज करने के लिए एक चीज हमेशा याद रखो, दो रूल्स हैं जो आपको हमेशा सेटिस्फाई करने होंगे। रूल नंबर वन, जो डेटा आपने लिया उस डेटा में फॉर्मूला होना चाहिए। सो डेटा मस्ट बी फॉर्मूला ड्रिवन, देन ओनली यू कैन अप्लाई गोल सीक। रूल नंबर वन। तो हमारे डेटा में बहुत सारा फॉर्मूला है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। नाउ कमिंग बैक टू नेक्स्ट, डेटा व्हाट इफ एनालिसिस गोल सीक। जब मैं जाता हूं, ये पहला क्राइटेरिया क्या पूछा? सेट सेल। पहले देख लो, सेट सेल। Set cell is nothing but the objective cell. In any data, there will be one objective. तो अगर आपने ये पूरी स्टोरी को समझा है, what is our objective?
60 बेसिक मेरा 60 से आगे नहीं जाना चाहिए। मैं
नहीं, नहीं,
मैनेजमेंट
नहीं, that is not the objective.
Annual CTC should
Annual
be 14
CTC is
lakhs.
14
the,
lakhs का।
yes. So
ओके।
annual CTC is the objective. Now remember rule number two, whichever the cell you consider as an objective cell, that cell must contain a formula. तो हमने सिलेक्ट किया एनुअल सीटीसी, इज इट कंटेनिंग ए फॉर्मूला? यस, मंथली सीटीसी मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 12 ऑलरेडी है। नाउ कमिंग टू टू वैल्यू, तो कितना वैल्यू चाहिए वो सेल में? तो कितना सुप्रिया डिमांड कर रही है? 14 lakhs.
14।
So that we should define manually. You cannot refer to a cell and you have to ensure that you are typing the zeros properly. नाउ कमिंग टू बाय चेंजिंग सेल, तो कौन सा सेल हम चेंज करेंगे तो ये 14 लाख बनेगा? तो 1 घंटा टाइम जो बाय करके हम जो काम कर रहे थे, कौन से सेल के ऊपर परमुटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन ट्राई कर रहे थे? बेसिक पे,
Basic के ऊपर.
राइट? तो बेसिक विल बी आवर चेंजिंग सेल। नाउ ऑल द पैरामीटर सेट on your blink of your eyes, just the moment you click OK, see the beauty, Excel will do its own iteration and calculations and will throw the result. देखा काम कितना आसान हो गया? तो immediately 52,745 basic हो रहा है, which is below the limit what maximum given by capping given by the management. So without making any delay, our friend Ravindra will say, yes, Supriya, you are always welcome. And we are through. We are through interview. You can join our organizations in a day or two. Rest of formalities our HR will be taking care. देखा काम कितना आसान हो गया? तो इस तरह के कभी भी आप कोई भी काम कर रहे हो फॉर्मूला ड्रिवन सेल पे, यू वांट टू डू लॉट ऑफ कैलकुलेशंस और द मैक्सिमाइजेशन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन ऑफ योर सॉल्यूशंस और वेल्थ मैक्सिमाइजेशन, प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन और कैलकुलेटिंग योर ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट, एनीथिंग or profitability analysis, you can make use of this goal seek tool. But remember two rules. Data must be formula driven and set cell must be the objective cell which at least contains a formula. Cool. So this is how you should use this Volsic tool. Give it a try. Any difficulties, any questions, do let me know, people.
Can you just show one more time? Like I'm not able to like apply that formula. What if I'm going to goal setting and then when I'm trying to select the cell, it's giving me a issue.
Right.
Huh.
So you should go for set cell as the annual CTC.
Okay, when it is asking set cell, I have to manually click over there. Oh, okay, okay.
Yes,
Now I
you
got it.
have to
Yes,
click it
now I got
manually.
it. I
Yeah.
thought that I need to just type C 10 that way.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Then
got
to
it.
value 14 lakhs by changing cell basic.
Okay, got it.
This is really a beautiful tool. Hardly people use this because they have no idea how to use this. So you got to know now this, make use of that and keep spreading with your team also if anybody is needing some support so that they will be also benefited out of this. तो रविंद्र जी आगे से 1 घंटा आधा घंटा नहीं मांगेंगे इमीडिएटली डिसाइड होगा है कि नहीं
Yes.
राइट चलो ऑलराइट सो वी आर डन विथ आवर गोल सिक टूल पीपल ठीक है चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं so the sheet name we are going to discuss is called data clean 1 ठीक है while working in excel or in any corporate people remember one thing हमको हमेशा data uncleaned format में ही मिलता है 90% cases data will remain uncleaned uncleaned in the sense like there might be some unwanted space, unprintable characters, case sensitivity issue, or you might be having some errors. Number will not be in number format, date will not be in proper date format, column में blanks भी हो सकते हैं, column header missing भी हो सकता है. ऐसे बहुत सारे problems हमारे डेटा में मिलते हैं देखने के लिए. Do you agree?
Yes.
Right. Now, having all these problems in place, अगर हमने इसको ठीक ठाक clean नहीं किया, though we have got good amount of experience and we are having the highly analytical skills, it's of no use क्योंकि डेटा ही ठीक नहीं है कि नहीं? तो
Mhm.
चलिए, जब कभी भी ऐसा सिचुएशन आता है, उसको कैसे हैंडल किया जाए? With no time, without struggling over there, how to clean up our data? देख लो, हमारे पास कुछ डीलर के डेटा है, जैसे कि लास्ट 3 साल का डेटा क्वार्टर वाइज हमारे पास डीलर का डेटा है और यहाँ पे कुछ एरर्स भी ऐसे हैं जैसे कि हैश डिवीजन हैश निल हैश नेम हैश रेफरेंस हैश नल हैश वैल्यू ऐसे बहुत सारे एरर्स भी देखने को मिलता है और हमारे पास भी है तो जब कभी भी ऐसा डेटा हमको मिलता है हम क्या करते हैं पहले हम देखते हैं इन द बैक एंड just check the source data is there any problem in the data and what we find the answer these errors are because of the data absence or format incompatibility or case sensitivity. Technically, they are not playing any role or हम इसको छोड़ देते हैं. And as it is, we keep our errors and we send it across to the next level. And whomever we send the file, they keep asking a lot of questions. कि प्रभास यहाँ पे errors क्यों है? तो हमने बता दिया मान लो मैंने बॉस को फाइल भेजा और मार्किंग सीसी टू 4 other people. बॉस ने पहले देखा पूछा मैंने बताया बाकी 4 लोग अपने अपने कन्वीनियंट जोन पे रह के देखे फिर से वही सवाल किए तो वही आंसर मैं 5 लोगों को दे रहा हूं और 5 अलग अलग टाइम पे तो किसका प्रीमियम टाइम वेस्ट हो रहा है These people if you connect with that whose premium time is being wasted when I'm explaining 5 different times my time is being wasted but who is held responsible for that can I blame to my audience at any point of time
No.
because we are preparing our data for audience. So if the audience is not happy, they're asking questions, then somewhere I am lacking with, isn't it?
Mhm.
So now, what you have understood that whenever you receive your data in this format, people, it is our primary duty to replace all these errors with a predefined text, zero, hyphen, nil, not available. Then only we can stop people asking unwanted questions, isn't it?
Mhm.
But now the question is, wherever the errors are there, how to replace those text with some kind of text called NA. And to do the same, किसी को भी पूछोगे immediately क्या कहेंगे? Find and
Yeah.
replace.
Yes. Yes.
Find and replace. बट फाइंड एंड रिप्लेस में क्या होगा, एक ही टाइम पे एक ही एरर ही आप रिप्लेस कर सकते हो, यहाँ पे वैरायटीज ऑफ एरर्स पड़े हैं। तो
Right.
व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, यू हैव टू फर्स्ट मेक ए लिस्ट कि कितने टाइप के एरर्स हैं, और उतनी बार आपको फाइंड एंड रिप्लेस चलाना पड़ेगा, दैट इज रियली पेनफुल। सो दिस इज नॉट द आइडल प्रैक्टिस। तो चलिए, व्हाट इज द बेटर फॉर्मेट, हाउ टू हैंडल दिस एरर्स, लेट्स डिस्कस। डेटा में कहीं पे भी कर्सर रखो एंड गो फॉर कंट्रोल ए। तो जब आपने देखा डेटा सिलेक्शन पे आ गया, अभी क्या करना है, गो फॉर कंट्रोल जी। G for Gamma, G for Goa. You will be finding over there a go to dialog box is appearing, and there is a tab called Special.
Mhm,
Go to Special tab. You will be finding a go to Special dialog box is going to open.
mhm.
And within that, you can find there's an option called Constants, the second one. You got to select that, and there, deactivate numbers, text, logicals. I repeat, कांस्टेंट को सिलेक्शन पे रख के नंबर टेक्स्ट लॉजिकल्स को डीएक्टिवेट करो एंड क्लिक ओके एंड सी द ब्यूटी व्हाट इज हैपनिंग। और कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं, बस देखो क्या हो रहा है।
It's highlighting the errors, like whatever the
राइट, सो
format
आउट
gets
ऑफ द,
submitted.
या आउट ऑफ द एंटायर डेटा सेट, जहां जहां पे सिर्फ एरर्स लगे हैं वही सब सेल सिलेक्शन पे आ गया, करेक्ट।
Mhm.
नाउ लीव योर माउस, लीव योर टच पैड, ओके, एंड हिट एन ए wherever it is typing, don't worry, अगर देखना है तो आप अपने फॉर्मूला बार में देख सकते हो कि Na टाइप हो रहा है। एंड टाइपिंग करने के बाद immediately hit control enter and see the beauty. Once you have done control enter, all these cells replaced with Na, but the job is not done yet. You have to go to home tab and you have to color those cells. क्यों coloring क्यों करना है? The ideal format of data presentation is, people, you should color them and you should put a legend in the bottom stating that the yellow colored cells are nothing but the error driven cells replaced with Na. So those whomever you have sent the file, they will read out this legend, they can understand what you have done the treatment, and they are not going to further bother you or trouble you asking the questions. So this is what the ideal format, people, how to handle our text-driven errors in our data by using this go-to option we have understood. So check it out. Is it working?
Yes.
Right. Any doubt, any queries?
Mhm.
How to replace that error with NA?
That is what replaced we did, no? You have selected the whole thing. Then we went for Control G. We went for special. We have gone for constant. Then we deselect all these numbers, text and logicals. And when you click OK, only error driven cells will be selected. And then
Yes.
you just type NA and control enter.
Prabhas, can you just do Control G one more time? I want to ask you one question over there. Control G, मतलब table
In,
select करिए and then Control G.
right, Control A, Control
हाँ,
G.
then Control G. Yeah. See, can you see the reference? It's saying that cover page A. So by any means, is this going to take that cover page wala tab,
No, 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 no. It is nothing to do
or
with
it
that.
just reflected?
Yes, yes. It is just
You don't
reflecting
have to
since
worry about.
I have
Mhm.
taken so many like our data and there are some links. A lot of things are around. That's why it is showing this. This is nothing to do with our exercise.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So by default, after selecting that particular tab, it's going to work only for that particular tab.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay. Mhm.
Okay. So this is how the error treatment, how to do that. We got the basic understanding. Ravindra, clear? कोई सवाल है आपका?
Yeah, actually, I tried. It was working fine for me. Then again,
Okay.
I did undo, and then now I'm trying it. So
Okay.
it is
ठीक है, करो.
showing just one second. It is showing some
Yes.
error actually. Yeah, it is showing no cells were found.
Okay, तो आपने क्या किया थोड़ा देखना पड़ेगा.
I will
आ,
share my screen.
हाँ हाँ
Shall I?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल हाँ ठीक है, तो आप पहले सिलेक्ट करो कंट्रोल ए।
then control G, shell,
नहीं,
formula.
फॉर्मूला नहीं, फॉर्मूला नहीं, फॉर्मूला नहीं,
Oh my God.
कॉन्स्टेंट्स, कॉन्स्टेंट्स।
Sorry, sir.
इट्स ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम। हाँ, कांस्टेंट को सिलेक्ट करो, फिर बाकी को तीनों को डीएक्टिवेट करो। हाँ, अभी ओके। नाउ टाइप NA, don't click anywhere, just type NA and control enter, and then color them, and then you can put the
Okay.
legend down.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes, no problem. Yes, now clear?
Yes.
Okay. So this is how people you have to handle your formula driven errors. We got that basic understanding. Let's go for some more to have some practice. देखो, यहाँ
Prabhas,
पे
one
कुछ,
question.
हाँ,
I'm
हाँ,
sorry to
please
interrupt.
ask. No, no
Like
problem.
these, there were like multiple errors. I mean to say, like there was another different signs over here. So if I have got only single, just मान के चलिए hash n है मेरे पास already वहाँ पे, and then I just need to replace it with zero. So do I need to go with this control G, or I'll follow
Not,
the old
not
method like
necessary.
control F and then replace all?
Not necessary, not necessary. If you know you are very much confident, I have only one type of error, and that is a text-driven error. You can go for find and replace, not a problem.
Okay. Only when we
Yeah.
have multiple errors, we need to try this control
Yes.
replacing.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you cannot check the whole data, right? It's very
Right, right.
difficult to go for whole data to check. So it's a better option. Blindly, you can follow this.
Okay.
Right. Now, friends, let's have a look at my screen. You can see there are many more places. We have got some blank cells in place. Can you see that? I'm highlighting.
Now your screen is not visible to me.
Oh, wait, I guess. Thanks for reminding. Okay, is it visible now for all?
Yeah, yeah. Now we can see.
Yes.
Right. देखो, तो जैसे कि मैंने आपको कहा, हमारे डेटा सेट में कुछ जगह पे ब्लैंक्स भी हैं। देख पा रहे हो, मैं हाईलाइट कर रहा हूँ अभी।
Yes.
So now our objective is wherever the blank cells are there, we want to replace with a text called nil, N-I-L. So how to do that? Just see. Again, keep your cursor anywhere in the data, Control A
Control G.
and Control G. You have a command called special. You can click that. And there we have an option called blanks. Able to see? Check kar lo.
Yes.
Now, once you select blanks and click OK, you can find from the entire data set only blank cells are alone in selection. Now leave your mouse, leave your touchpad and immediately type nil and hit Control Enter. So all the places wherever the blanks were there, now those are replaced with nil text. But remember, as I told you, do not forget to color them with a different color and put a legend in the bottom stating that the green color cells are nothing but blank cells replaced with nil. So this is how the idle practice you need to follow people when you're presenting your data to the next level people, whoever XYZ, and they will be happy. They will be having the entire information. They're not going to trouble you anymore, and they're not going to waste your time as well. So that's the story of our data clean one. Clear? Any questions?
No.
Right.
No.
No.
So let's have a quick recap what we did today. Okay? So we have started working with some daily essential formulas like sum product, formula text, small, large, with combination of row formula. Then we went for M round for rounding of our data. Then we saw a logical formula if how to apply. Then replace the same with the max logic. Then we saw EDATE formula, text formula, year formula, how to generate our today's date by using keyboard shortcut, and today formula, how it is working as a dynamic way. Then we saw different formats, like what is the possible formats in our cell we can apply. Those things also we discussed. Then we saw if you have the data, how to give a add-on to the data by making it more informative and doing various calculations over there. Then we saw we can convert our data into table, and we have seen various advantages of your format as table option. And we have seen the table design option, how to explore and work on the same. Then we saw a hidden formula for Excel naming called date diff, and the inputs are start date, end date, and our Excel operator. And we have seen why YMMD, how it works for year, year to month, and month to date. Then we saw the uses of our dollar symbol, F for once, no movement, F for twice, row will be locked, column will be free, F for thrice, column will be locked, row will be free. So those things we have seen, and by using date formula, how to get our answer. Then we saw a data analytical tool called GoalSeek, where it is available in the data, what if analysis, GoalSeek, rules, the data must be formula driven, and GoalSeek, the set cell must be the objective cell, which contains at least a formula. Then we saw the data clean one Excel worksheet exercise, like whenever you have errors in place or text driven errors or blanks in place, how to replace the same, how to handle the same in your large data set, and how to present it effectively. We have seen that, and that's the part of our data clean one story. Any doubt, any queries so far?
No.
All good? So quite comfortable, you are learning. I mean, is it that you're feeling that I'm a bit catching up the speed or something, or things are not clear?
We're going with good space, like understanding.
Great. Fine then. So now only thing is you have to practice it. So I request before coming for day two training program, practice it well and come up, because all these things we are going to use it somewhere or the other in day two, day three, or day four as well. And when and how it is going to come, there is no guarantee, but I may ask some random questions and you should be in a position to answer also. All right. And I request you, please join the meeting room in time before 5 minutes, settle down properly and check all your video, audio, everything is functional and MS Teams, MS Excel is working properly, and we'll be effectively utilizing the window time and we'll learn as much as we can. And as usual, you'll be getting the recording maximum by 8:30 to 9 p.m. tonight. And before dropping for tomorrow program, practice it. And I'll be also dropping in a message in the WhatsApp group. So if you have any concerns also, you can very well share there and we'll be addressing the concerns. Don't worry. All right.
Okay.
Fine then. So
Okay,
this is it
yeah,
from our day one side, guys. Okay. So stay safe, take care. See you tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m. And join in
Okay.
day two link.
Okay. Thank you.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
Welcome. Bye-bye.